Are we moving?
So beautiful. Are
we moving?
So weird. The effect's not quite the same on film. So we're on our way in a snowstorm to go try to find someone that's lost in the woods. You gotta say a prayer. Psalm 23:4. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Father, thank you that you're always with us and that you will always protect us. Thank you that you take care of your children. We thank you for this stream. We thank you for your protection over this channel and over everything that we put our hands to, Lord. We pray that we never stray outside your will. We love you. In Jesus' name, amen. I'm Lead Tracker E, and this is Jerry Williams, also known as Lead Horse Choctaw. We have 4 Facebook group pages: the Choctaw Missing and Murdered Woman and Son Center and Database. Woman is WOMBMAN. The Oklahoma Bigfoot Predator Watch, Antlers and Surrounding Areas page. The Predator Bigfoot and the Spiritual Warriors Path page. And the Lead Tracker E page. And then we also have the YouTube channel Lead Tracker E, and we would appreciate you going over there and subbing to that. Check your subs on this channel and make sure that you're still subbed and that your alerts are set. A lot of people have been saying that they're not getting the alerts. We also have our book, the Predator Bigfoot and the Spiritual Warriors Path, written by myself and Jerry. And the Spanish version, I've got the picture and also our Spanish version of the same book, so that we can get that information out to more people.
Also, the Bigfoot documentary. It's $55. It's a documentary we did ourselves. Some places that we went to, places we don't want people going, and things to look for there. There are Bigfoots on that video. Also photos of some Bigfoots that were captured out in the field as far as the video. But that goes with the book, The Predator Bigfoot and the Spiritual Warriors Path. Also in the Spanish version, which is titled Pi Grande, El Depredador, y el Sendero del Guerrero, y Espiritual. And right now we're having a sale. The DVD is $55 by itself. So right now we're having a sale for both, one autographed book and one Bigfoot DVD. So they go together, and it's we're actually when the time comes, we have a gentleman who has purchased the book and the DVD and is wanting to do an interview with us and ask some, well, not really ask questions, but just talk about what the book has in it and all the information that is very helpful to everyone. And hopefully that'll be coming up soon. But we're in no rush, and take your time, do what you need to do first, but we are ready whenever you are. Let's see. We have our new website, which is been designed by one of our trackers. If you go to PredatorBigfoot.com, it'll pull you up to our website, Predator Bigfoot and Spiritual Warriors Path website. There you can get, you can order your DVDs or your book, either in English or Spanish. There's also playlist, LinkedIn, spiritual playlist, DNA playlist, What the Indians Say playlist is on there also. Very important information on there as well. So if you get a chance, go there and check it out and look around, and you'll find a lot of information you're not going to find anywhere else. Let's see what else. Oh, we have also on the Lead Tracker channel.
One of the segments there, if you look at the playlist, is the Tracking Miracles and Encounters. And if you'd like to talk about a miracle or ways that God's divine intervention or divine orchestration has caused a miracle in your life, and it can be small things that some people don't notice, but that you realize over time was truly a miracle. Get a hold of us, and we'd like to do a segment with you.
Yeah, there's been a lot of good stories of how just, if it went this way or that way, a little to the left, a little to the right, some people wouldn't be here today, but God got them through. Little bumps and bruises, but they're here with us today, and they know it was God who guided or stopped something just enough to where they could be here with us today. So there's already interesting stories on there, so you can go there and check that out. And there's also stories of
the Standing Feather stories, which are Jerry's travels as Lead Horse Choctaw and across the world, and really the journey that led us to here.
Still leading.
Yeah, still leading, and there's still a lot more stories to share. We're working on some more, but there's plenty in the playlist already. If you haven't seen them, go check them out or catch up, listen to them again, because there may be something that you've already missed. And those are the backside of the news that we don't hear. And that's one thing we're seeing now, is how skewed the news has always been. And it's an honor to be able to hear them, the truth from the other side of the headlines.
Ways to support. Oh, I don't think I might have. Yeah, I think I did. Maybe. Put the description in the, or put the links in the description, the Patreon, to become a Patreon member, where you get the updates first. Some things we put out there first before we do anywhere else, and then maybe a week later we'll put out information or on the stream. But if you're a Patreon member, you get that information first. And some of it's very important information that, well, it's all important information, but you get to look at everything before everyone else, so you know what's coming or what the next segment's going to be about. Also, Cash App and Patreon is also in the link below. But if it's not, we'll put it in later. But it's also in the other streams as well.
We also have old-fashioned snail mail. If you'd like to write us a letter, P.O. Box 655, Antlers, Oklahoma 74523.
And we always like a good letter, some mail. It's always more of a personal thing, but yeah, it's fun just to, because people don't get mail anymore. And
takes us a little while to get to the post office sometimes, because it's not in this town, but we do get there.
Yeah. Also, this is a tracker channel. It's not an entertainment channel, so we try not to have conversations in here unless it pertains to the openness night, where we have nights like that, kind of like we're doing tonight as well. We like participation in some time and some topics that we do, but if we're giving a lesson or an interview or some important information out, that's where we try to keep the conversations down and also no foul language. We also have young people watching the channel, so we don't need that information, that language as well. And it's not hard to, if you say that or talk that way, that's fine, but you don't have to type it in. Let's just do that. But we do have moderators who watch the chat for us, and if that does arise, then they will either time you out or they will block you. We're the ones who told them to do that, and they're very quick to respond on that because they know that we don't want that in the room. So you don't have to type in the words like that. Just if
say it in your head, but not on the channel.
Yeah, say it in your head. Just don't type it in. So we're gonna say hello to everybody, see who's all here, and then we're gonna get with the topic that we're doing tonight, and yeah, let's see who's all here, and then we will get started. Let's see who made it in today first. Let's see who was first today. And look who it is. Tracker Lorna.
Tracker Lorna, always the first in the room.
She is first, and guess who's always close second?
Cube, if he can. If he doesn't have if he's not taking care of somebody, it's Cube next.
He said, "You're Tracker Lorna, you're here ahead of me again." Laugh out loud.
I'm gonna take my phone off Wi-Fi so it doesn't interfere.
Okay, Cube there is welcoming everybody. Tracker Lorna is saying hello too. Tracker Lorna says she's been shoveling snow today.
Oh, you said you were gonna get some.
She's getting snow and Cube there's getting the heat. So Cube there is one of the moderators as well as Tracker Lorna, and he said that he has his battle axe razor sharp and ready to swing. Laugh out loud. Good. Tracker Lorna says, "My pointed staff is ready." Good. All right. Joyce is here. All right.
Hey, Joyce. Hope everything's going better there.
And we'll talk about something in just a second. Judy is here. All right, Judy.
Judy.
Joyce also has brought her sword of the spirit.
Sword of the spirit. Good.
Or sword of the spirit.
That's the strongest thing.
Good job. Good job. Judy's saying hello to everybody. Cheetah is here.
Hey, Cheetah. Was thinking about you today.
We sure was. I was too. I was thinking about her just yesterday too, I think. She says, "Good evening, Tracker E and Jerry." All right.
Bernard's here. Hey, Bernard. Good. Glad you got the message, and thank you. The video that we'll be doing tonight is one that Bernard sent to us, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, we looked at that, Bernard. We finally had a chance. We looked at it. We said, okay, well, we need to get this up. People need to know this information. And thank you for sending it in. All right, everybody's saying hello to each other. I think this is Cube There's Facebook group page, I think. It's on the screen now. Check that page out.
Yeah, he tries really hard to explain very, very clearly the things that we teach on this channel. He goes into great detail. If you don't understand by the time he's trying to explain, you're probably not trying real hard.
Yeah, he does do
very
some
patient
explaining.
Person.
And lead tracker E.
Okay, that's it.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to close the screen. We're not going anywhere. We're just going to switch areas and to where we can get to the TV.
We want you to have a prettier background tonight for a minute.
Yeah, actually, if you'll talk, let me set that up real fast.
Okay. If I'll talk.
Monday, we're looking at the makeup reschedule.
Monday, we're looking at what?
Reschedule for the tracker course.
Oh, for our tracker course candidates, we have had to reschedule. We'll get the next lesson on Monday. So you'll have Monday, and then Thursday, there won't be a lesson because it's Thanksgiving. Everyone is most likely to be with their families or doing things for the holidays. So uh, we'll skip that one, but we'll reschedule a makeup class for that. What else? Tonight we're going to go through our book as we watch this video. He's setting up the TV right now, and then we'll. I didn't know that he was going to just ask me to talk off on the fly.
On the flizzy. On the flizzy.
Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, Bernard. It was a message from Bernard.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna switch over real fast. Give us just a second and we'll get started.
We have our pointy sticks ready.
Pointy sticks are ready.
But it looks like we need to raise it higher.
Okay. Raises just a hair bit higher. Good.
This video, of course, this is fair use for educational purposes only. If Jazzy's in the room, she'll probably put that law up. But our only purpose for doing this is not to make fun of anyone, not to mock anyone. Oh, we unmute. Can they hear?
Yeah.
We're not trying to mock anyone or anything. We're just going to look through here and see if there's any ways that we can prevent certain situations from happening. And we'll use our book also as a reference for the lessons that we teach. And we'll be using our pointy sticks if there's anything to point at, just to make it easier for you and a little more fun for us. What happened?
What's going on? Okay, give us just one more second. Okay, looks like we're gonna have to point this tonight. I'm gonna keep touching this because something's wrong with.
Do you want to use my phone instead?
No, we've already started with this. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna see what this gentleman is doing.
This is the English woodsman.
The English woodsman, from what we understand, we don't know him, so we're gonna have to pay attention to this. We don't know him. And this, if I get that more straight. There we go. But this was sent in to us to have a look at. You're going to find some interesting things on here. But let's go ahead and get started.
Judy says, pointy stick ready.
I'm just doing a quick bivy camp. Like work life, you take vacations off work, weeks off work. I'm doing that with YouTube, so this will be the last video I upload for a week or two now. I just need a little bit of time off camera. It's just like normal working life, really. The amount of work that goes behind YouTube, once you've uploaded your video, it's more than just recording. So I am going away for a week. I'll probably do a beach camp there and then upload that in a couple of weeks. I do just need some time off. Actually, we're going to go this way. I do need some time off from YouTube, really. So I just thought this would be the last video I make. Did it back camp. In a second, I'll show you what I'm going to have for my dinner.
That entire area is a blind.
And he's actually saying like a bivouac. But he's saying bivouac or something like that. But a bivouac is just sleeping outdoors or with a small tarp. But he is not going deep into the woods. This is around a farm area, a place where people walk, trails that are close to town. So we just want to point that out because these things are in towns and they're close to towns. You don't have to go to the Pacific Northwest. You don't have to go to, well, they have them too, but you don't have to go way into the mountains. We don't want people thinking like other people have been teaching that this is going somewhere deep into the jungle or deep into the forest or deep into the mountains. This is just outside, and you can see houses in the background. You'll see people with you'll see people. We got to pay attention to this because
For some reason, our phone screen keeps going blank, but does it go blank on your end when that happens?
I think it does because when they come back, this pop back up. But we just want you to know that this is not going deep into the forest. This is just outside a farming community area
In the United Kingdom.
in the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
I've just had almost a full Sunday roast, so I will be eating my dinner later on. So what I'm going to have to eat later, these fiery, chili fire, extreme intense noodles. Instant noodles, intense. Instant noodles.
I'm gonna fast forward just a little bit because we want to get, we want to show you because, oh, he's coming up to a trail now. Coming up to a trail and his instincts kick in also.
Really nice evening. I've never been this far before, so I thought I'd film it, to be fair, for some strange reason. So you can go up there. Or
there's a blind right here. We're looking at a tree blind. He's looking straight at one, and there's some dark areas right beside him.
Right about the time we started getting concerned for him, he turned left and decided to double back. That was his spirit body telling him, don't go that way.
And also, wherever these tree lines are, these wood lines, these are what the predators use to get around and walk around to the next farm, next area. They're not crossing through the pastures. They're going through these wood lines. So pay attention to these wood lines also.
On page 114 of the book, is body's natural warning signs. I'll read real quick. Our body has natural offensive abilities and defensive warning signs for protection that informs us that a translucent predator Bigfoot or predator Bigfoot hybrid is encroaching. Our bodies will inform us of where to locate the unseen translucent predator. Our bodies are filled with senses and feelings. We use these feelings to know which direction the translucent predators are. If the hair on the back of the neck stands up, the predators are behind a person. If the goosebumps show up on the right arm, the translucent predator is on the right side and vice versa. If the goosebumps form on the left side, the translucent predator is on the left of a person. The feeling of wind that is not the wind will give the direction of the predator, and a shiver or negative chills will inform us of the predator's presence. If your body tingles uncomfortably all over, you are surrounded. Your body and spirit body are warning you that danger is near. Learn to interpret fear as a call to prepare for attack. To discourage the translucent predators, whichever arm forms goose pimples, look in that direction and face your body towards the unseen predator. Always carry a camera or weapon with you to discourage all predators from attack. When these feelings arise, scan your area with the camera slowly and pan. Now slowly go back, but stop for 2 seconds and snap a photo. The predators will stay still, hoping not to expose themselves or their troop. They have the fear of being exposed.
Okay, so use your feelings out there. He turned because he did not want to go down that one dark path. But this is also a predator blind right here, this tree right here. It's right there on the corner, right where that path was, to watch that people coming in.
And right around any curve is a potential ambush spot.
Yeah, any curve.
Can take this path. You know what? I'm going to stick to path down here. Just keep walking. Now, this is what's good about being outdoors. Free food, if I can reach them. Yeah, I don't want that one up.
Okay, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit more.
The berries are wonderful, but just be aware that there's a lot of other things that like to eat berries too, and may be hiding in those bushes.
And here he's gonna cross his path. We want to look at where he's crossing over to, where he's going.
But that woodland there, it's all fenced off. Well, it would have been if it's not all been pushed out, isn't it? Yeah, the fence is there. And then here, the fence is over. Just wondering if it's worth going to have a look.
A lot of times when you see a tree over a fence, that's a pass-through area for the predators.
Where it's a clear path to be unseen. Also, it allows game to go through that without going around the fence, and make a place where the animals or the deer can go over the fence easily. They'll even lift up the wire to make a hole with the top wire and the bottom wire, so it'd be easier for deer or small animals to go through as well.
Dude, he's trespassing, isn't it? Yeah, I think we'll stay on the opposite side, really. You know, we can't go in, we can't go in. You know, people might complain about it, but, you know, to leave no trace where you've been, I don't think it really matters.
We got some things going on in the trees already. Remember, I mean, there's a horizontal right there off to his left. We got where he's going into a predator area. Already you can see, and let's pay attention to the tree breaks, pull downs, bows, horizontals.
Areas that look dead.
Walking through. I walk. Maybe back camping here. But it does like a lot of people coming here as well. quite a big piece of woodland, this. Wouldn't mind setting up the trail camera. But then, would he get nicked? That's the thing I'm thinking.
And nicked over there means killed or taken.
Stolen the camera.
Oh,
He's talking about his trail
okay,
cam.
okay.
This goes on for ages.
That also means that too.
Nick a person.
Someone's been here. A lot of rubbish around here. You know, I could stare at this. It does get used, doesn't it? What a mess.
Now we got some corrals going on here. We got some pull downs. We got some blinds going on. But there's also looks like whippet cans.
Whipped cream cans.
There's been about 4 of them already.
So people have been huffing back in there, and they don't even know that they're sitting right in the middle of a corral. And the corral's probably been added to because of the people that go there getting high, and they're in danger when they do this. And look at, you see just the dead, ugly, you see it's just ugly. That's a sign, that's a presence, a sign of their presence, a sign of their infestation.
Also, these trees, these are blinds. These bushes, that's a blind in front, that's a blind in the back. I'm going to back it up just a second so you can see all these cans.
Yeah, I could stare at this.
1,
Just get used, doesn't
2,
it?
3.
What?
And that's also a trap to sprinkle them out like that. Fireplaces, wood in the fireplaces, the trees in the background, they're all not straight like they're supposed to be.
Yeah, bow right there.
Trees are bowed. This is an ambush area. There's some distortion right there. This is the ambush area. Looks like something there. Got an ambush area over here. I'm gonna have to. You're gonna have to do everything.
Some of it's. If we don't keep touching the,
Okay, now.
if we don't keep touching the phone screen, it keeps going out.
But we've got blind. I mean, a blind area here, a pull down here, bow here, a blind there, another one here.
So when the people are sitting here puffing on the cans, they're getting watched by things that are hiding in that area.
A mess. Even over here, this is worse.
It's one big trap.
And you also see the bridge.
And when we talk about a bridge,
There's also a blind back here.
we're not talking about necessarily a human constructed concrete bridge or anything like that. We're talking about a log, or in this case, it's a scrap wood over an area. Usually this is holding a lot more water there. And it's an easy way to go across. It's going to be the path of least resistance. So it'll be easy to trap somebody or something, even a little critter that would take that path across, while the predator hides in the blinds and can snatch them from either end.
Especially right back here. Joyce, she says she wonders how many people have disappeared in this area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, us too.
And the homeless and the drug addicted are some of the most vulnerable, for sure.
Yeah, the homeless and the people who do this, homeless especially.
That tells you a lot, that does there. They're doing them blooms that.
See how that's stacked up in every kind of area. That's been manipulated.
Yeah.
people follow that path down exactly like he did and straight into that.
Look at this big blind right here. These pull downs. This whole area
And
is
it's
a
just
trap.
dead and gross. Got a tree break over there on the left.
Now when you click it, you're gonna have to click up twice.
Look at that. Let's make his way back to the path. Feels like weed in here. Feels like the sort of woodland where you can.
That right there is horizontal.
See it behind his head?
For meat hanging.
They hang meat on those deer, people, whatever they
Prey.
And these people are high. These people are. This is where homeless people would go. Homeless people are the most vulnerable because they're trying to find some place to hide, to stay, so that no authorities bother them, so they can have a place to rest, place to kind of have a makeshift home because they don't have one. So they're trying to find a place. But this is where the predators also are, and they know that the people who are. They know the difference between a homeless and a person who's going to camp. A person with camp, they're going to set up a tent. That's 3 days at least. A homeless is going to pull out a backpack, a sleeping bag, if they have one. They're going to eat right there. They're going to try to go to sleep, get up in the morning. And if no one's bothering them or knows that they're there, they may stay another day or two. But most of the time, they're just looking for a place to sleep. Predator Bigfoots know that. And this is a meat hook. This is what they hang their meat on. That's behind him. It's a horizontal. And you'll see in just a second.
Get lost. And you don't know where you're going. I've never been here before.
That didn't prop itself up there accidentally.
Weed in here.
Let me see if I can.
Feels like the sort of woodland.
Trying to do this and that. So
They're doing them.
okay, you see right here?
Uh-huh.
Okay. There's the mic. Okay, so we're having to do 2 things, 3 things at one time, so bear with us.
Right, let's make his way back to the path.
But not that one because you'll turn it back. It's gotta be right there.
So his instincts are good to get out of there too.
Feels like weed in here. Feels like the sort of woodland where you can get lost. And you don't know where you're going.
And that's the horizontal behind his head. Stacked up there, wedged in there between the trees. It's where they hang their food, their meat, whatever, to drain the blood out. They can hang people up there, drain the blood out of them, then take them off. Especially with the homeless people, they're the most vulnerable.
I've never been here before. No, I didn't walk that way. Yeah.
Something touched him. That's the microphone right here.
Something touched him and he just keeps going. He should have maybe paid a little more attention to that.
Yeah.
Felt a bit weird on my foot, that did. Anyway, let's walk down here. We'll get out of here and back on track that I came to be on.
He's walking past blinds.
This is the right way. I'll bring you back soon because very easily. Yeah, we walked up and across. This must be way out. It's gotta be. I don't know, you know. Yeah, there we go. We'll just walk this way. You know, I meant to ask in one of my other videos on people's thoughts about bivy bag camping. Just comment below. Let me know which one you like the best to do yourself if you do outdoor camping. Do you like bivy bags?
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
fast forward just a little bit.
To 24. Right around there.
Okay, we're gonna put this about right here just to show you that he's.
Hey, Abby.
What?
All right, we'll get that off in just a second. There we go. Try not to give you the commercials and all that stuff. Give us just a second. We gotta wait on that too.
We'll use a laptop next time.
Well, we got laptop can only face that way. It doesn't have a back screen,
Mm-hmm.
so we wouldn't see what was going on. I guess we could do it and just make sure we get this.
There.
Okay.
Public footpath. I wonder why a lot of people walk on here then.
So this is a public area that he's going to. It's not deep in the
That
forest.
one branch might pull down.
Now that's a blind right there.
See in this tree here. Now I know this may sound really geeky and ridiculous, but
this is a blind area that you're gonna find. That metal's bent right there, and off to the right, if you look underneath the side, you can get up. You can get up in there. This is a blind. We're gonna fast forward a little bit.
This is iron. That took some strength.
Get past this.
What he's doing right there is geocaching, and somebody set up a well, they need a warning about the geocaching because people have a pattern of going to those. It's where you hide an object, and online people go try to find it following clues, and there's a geocaching thing in the middle of this blind.
You want to just play it?
So that's a danger thing. It's up to you.
Okay, we're gonna play this for
Alex. Well, someone got something keeps coming up and down here anyway.
Anyway.
Bad camper. Let me know what you think of geocaching in comments below. Have you tried it yourself? I'm interested to know. Right, just me.
So now he's found the path. He's gonna go off the path. And remember, this is not deep in the woods. This is a woodline area or a tree line area that runs between pastures. And the Bigfoots use, and these predators use those tree lines to walk from pasture to pasture, town to town, behind the houses, or get to the backyards.
We're way into a bit of woodland. Alex. Someone or something keeps coming up and down here anyway. So I'll take this path. Can't be falling back too much. It's quite steep, this.
A walking stick helps with the steep
Dig
hills.
them feet in, lad.
Pull down.
Steep, this.
Another
Dig
one.
them feet in, lad.
Out there in front of you, that's a pull down. That's a marker. That's a Bigfoot area that you're going into, or a predator Bigfoot area that you're going into.
Doesn't seem too bad, does it? Some shouting in the distance. That'll be from that cricket club, won't it? Or football, whatever they're doing.
Very overgrown.
This whole area is not where you want to go.
Mm.
I think it's a nice little spot. We've got the sunset in that direction. Slightly out of breath walking that bit of the hill. Very unfit venue. That area. Been a bit of a fire there previously. But this looks nice. I'm liking this spot. Just got to find out what I'm thinking.
And you can still hear people in the background. There's a fence behind that wood line. So he's right up in the wood line area. He's not far from places where people play, have games, cows, farmers.
And all of those things attract predators.
And human voices attract predators. So
All that activity with humans come food.
Thinking here, so I can use the tree as a backrest. So I've got a nice little backrest here.
And thick woods behind him. But not very wide, not very deep, but very thick.
And right here behind him is a break. Now the video's got a lot of distortion, so it'd be a little too hard to pick up the translucence because of his distortion.
The tree grows out to be two. Oh yes, just having that on each side of my back.
And the Bigfoots also like the kind of trees like that are split trees that they can, or a little tiny grove of trees that they can stand in between and peer through the center.
It's really comfortable.
And so instead of
Nice
sitting
little
with
spot.
his back to the more clear part and facing the thick wood line, he's got his back to the woods.
It's fantastic, to be fair.
Crows in the background.
What I might do in a bit is eat my noodles. Not yet though. It's a little packet, but I'm telling you, these kick out some heat.
Rattly, noisy food. We recommend if you have to eat in a spot away from where you're going to sleep. He'd be better off eating down there wherever that noise and activity and all those people are, to sit and do his meal somewhere there within eyesight of people, and then set up his camp where he's isolated.
Like what we say is, do not eat where you sleep. Have two camps, a place where you can talk like this guy's doing, a place where you can eat, converse about what you're going to do, Then have a camp if you're going to be doing some research so that you can listen. You're not making noise out there. You're not talking, because the human voice attracts prey. So especially kids, their voices screaming, that attracts predators.
People just think this because you're a YouTuber, you make a load of money. They must be living.
And this guy's out here about to cook where he's going to sleep. He's going to be drawing them in
with the noises and the smells.
If
If they haven't already been following him as he's been walking all along.
Yeah, from that last place that he was at, there was a lot of serious Bigfoot activity, where people go to hide, to hang out, to get away from people. They had a tree break, a horizontal there where they hang meat.
I'm going to be doing it every minute of the day, won't I? I just do this because I built up a following base, regular commenters and stuff. And
he's continuing to talk, which a lot of people do. If you have a channel and you're promoting it that way, I think this guy has 375,000 views, so he's got quite a few viewers. But he also doesn't know anything about camping. And we want, if you're going to use things like this, make sure you test it at home. Make sure you know how to do things so you're not fumbling around, making noise, catching things on fire. Also, learn how to change your tire. Some of the new vehicles, the jack is in the bumper, the back bumper. So know where your jack is, know how to change your tire, because these things will pop your tires, put sharp stones and sticks, especially if they think that you're going to be out there a little while, or if they don't want you to drive out, they prefer you walk out, which makes you more easier prey.
That's just the way it is. Don't know why I smell that. Then cows are in that field now. Good to get out of there.
So he's got noise and activity on one side and livestock on the other.
Yeah, it seems like they're playing football over there. I thought it was cricket for some reason.
So again, he's not in the deep woods.
That's a pretty noisy heater. And noisy food packaging.
Always look and make sure these black spots are not small predators. Look for, there's a bow here.
I like how that changes colour.
Look for distortions.
But I couldn't justify that colour changing to buy a brand new one.
So now the smells will start.
We're going to be out Friday night, but I'm going away Saturday, so I've got a bit of a drive as well. So I didn't want to be tired, and it's going to throw it down Friday night as well. And rain camping is really good. Is that a badger? Hello?
We hope that y'all could hear that. Something has walked around his camp that he can't see. Those woods are not thick enough that he wouldn't notice a human walking around him.
We're gonna back it up just a second.
He should have been on his feet a whole lot quicker than he was, and we don't recommend saying hello. Is that a sort of an invitation and a scent also?
Also, right before that, those footsteps were heard. Joyce had typed in, he hasn't looked behind him at all or checked any of his surroundings.
Nope.
And Joyce typed that in right before this happened. And we're going to pick this back up.
Good, Joyce. And we recommend you go 50 yards out from everywhere that you're going to camp. In his case, that would mean really checking the whole thing, because I don't think those woods are even 50 yards deep.
No, but the predators use those wood lines to walk back and forth, and they hear all those voices. So they're using this as a travel area, except as we talked about in our course, that the predators will use the sun. So they'll be coming in with the morning sun, or they'll be coming in on the west side with the setting sun. But they will always come up from behind you. Water predator will come up from behind you. Air predators come down, but land predators pounce. So they're going to come up behind you and pounce.
But if you see one in front of you, that's more likely a decoy, while the one that's actually going to attack is behind or to the left. Yeah.
So this guy's making noise. He started cooking. He started making coffee.
Rattling,
making noise up there. He's alone. He's not to a predator. He's a homeless man. Now this guy may have a job, lives good, has whatever he needs, but to a predator, this guy has the qualities of a homeless man who's just looking for a place to sleep. He doesn't have a big tent. He doesn't have an RV. He's not using a camper. He's got everything on his back, like a backpack, like a homeless person would do. They try to carry everything with them that they're going to need, clothes, whatever, etc. They'll have their food with them. So right now, for what he's doing, these have the qualities of a homeless person. To a predator who hunts homeless people, he looks like food tonight, or food as soon as the rest of these people leave, because 9 times out of 10, if not 10 out of 10, once he sees a predator, that they will scream. So a lot of predators will wait until everyone goes home. The cows are put up. The farmer has put everything up. People have left the ball field. Then they will come in and take this person. But let's listen, because he's not watching his back. He's cooking, making noise, got food going. Smells like food.
We're going to be out Friday night, but I'm going away Saturday, so I've got a bit of a drive as well. So I didn't want to be tired, and it's going to throw it down Friday night as well. And rain camping is really good.
he should already be on his feet facing that wood line.
Is that a badger? Hello?
You can also tell those are bipedal footsteps.
I hope I got that on camera. I really hope I did. Because if I didn't, and I'm showing this, people won't believe that.
That's also
Just
where all the
being a
grass
bit quick
ends
there.
is right back through here. This is all dead area on the ground.
He said his
I'll
heart's
just give you
beating
a
very
full
rapidly. His
circle
body's
round
telling him
of what I'm
something's
looking at.
wrong.
Now, apart from them in the distance playing whatever they're doing, whatever sport in football or something, I just heard like someone or someone. What? Just give you a full circle round of what I'm looking
A
at.
lot of dark areas.
No.
Look, all the
Apart
dark
from them
areas.
in the distance playing whatever they do.
You can see the fence right there. You can see how narrow this little strip of woods is.
But this is perfect for a predator,
Yeah.
predator Bigfoot or predator Bigfoot hybrid to go up and down and all these dark spots over here.
And other people have camped here.
Yeah. People have camped here, left marks. But you got dark spots right here. All these dark spots where these predators can sneak up on you. And he hasn't even checked this wood line yet. But these predators, wherever your back is, that's where they're coming. They're always going to come up right behind you.
And right now they're watching to see, does he have a weapon? How does he react? Does he act scared? Is there anybody else that's going to join him? What's he going to do?
Whatever sport in football or something. I just heard like someone or someone walked literally past me.
They actually
That was a
did.
dark area right back in there too.
They actually did,
I
but
mean,
in behind those,
the distance
Yeah.
playing whatever
behind
doing,
that
whatever
tree
sport
line.
in football or something. I just heard like someone or someone walked literally past me.
That was a broken branch.
Dark areas
hear a few
here.
I
more
mean,
things
literally
too.
walked
Dark
past me.
areas here, right here.
That is strange.
About as strange as that
That's
thing touching
peculiar.
That is strange.
your foot.
I'm going to put it down. There could just be something behind me here. But it sounded like human footsteps.
All those voices are attracting the predators. And this guy, they think is homeless because he's up there
Let's finish my coffee.
hiding.
I do not want my brain to start overthinking.
And there's always
Oh.
more than one.
I'm going to play that back and see if I heard that on the camera when I recorded, talking about going away this Friday. So I even said that wrong, 'cause I'm going away Saturday morning.
He shook it.
I don't want to play the footage back.
It's a little break right there.
I think that's
Let's have a listen to it.
a tree weed.
Is that a badger?
What does he say?
What about you?
Hello?
But also you got a dark area right here too.
So let me know in the comments, did you hear that noise? I heard it. I played it back. I can hear it. But because I heard it, I don't know if it sounds louder than it is. It's just one of these things where you just need to go find the reason.
You heard it.
Let me know in the comments below what that sounded like.
Betty's not checking it
I'm
out.
convinced it sounded like someone or someone walking past me very, very clearly as day, that one.
And I'm sure he doesn't have a weapon. I'm not sure what the laws are there.
Right.
But at least a knife, a sharp, pointy stick.
I'm going to crack on. I'm not going to let that bother me.
A walking stick.
I'm not going to let it bother me.
He's not going to let it bother him, though.
As soon as I says hello, started looking around, it went. It just stopped.
Exactly. So, but don't
Right,
say
we'll stop
hello,
thinking
but do
about
look
it.
around.
That's going to be virtually impossible. At the moment, I've got that noisy background, so it sort of like takes my mind off it. But I know full well when that quietens down, I'm going to be thinking like an idiot.
Hear a bird, find a bird. There's some chirping going
I'm going to
on.
cook my noodles. That'll take my mind off things. But I'm glad.
What minute are we at?
This footage will. Oh God, I can't think.
Okay.
Right. I'm glad I've got it on this.
Hear a bird, find a bird.
Last time someone were outside my tent, you could hear them, but very, very faint. And some people saying yeah, and some people saying no. And it caused, quite a lot of comments saying it was fake and stuff. To what I heard on the playback, you can clearly hear that noise. And it's daytime, and nobody walked past. And yeah, it is 8 o'clock at night, but nobody walked past.
Even a walking stick with a
Yes,
sharpened
that's
point would be better than
I
nothing.
can hear you saying it now. Let's do
Appalachian Mountain Man said, it's England. They are afraid of weapons. And Cubanator says he should at least he should have a machete with him, at least some kind of weapon, some kind of protection. You go out there, you're going out there at night, you're going out there, and most of the people in this world doesn't know about the Predator Bigfoots or the Predator Bigfoot hybrids. Most of the people in the world don't know that these things eat people, and they're looking for people just like him who seem like they're homeless. Now, he may not be, but he's given the impression of a homeless person by carrying food, carrying his own pots and pans, carrying something to sleep with, or there's no big tent. There's nothing, no camper, nothing set up.
He's got a little bit, but not too much. And he's got a lot of noisy food.
Bernard said, at least a Bible, if no other physical weapon.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Also, that's for the predator to see, but if you got God with you, you don't need that either. Because you've already went through the Bible, but
it does bring comfort, though, for sure.
He says camping is his hobby. Oh, he's a metal worker.
Well, then he should be able to fashion a real good staff with a hidden spike on the end that he could use for a weapon.
Yeah, he should have a
he
stave.
Could make like a false, like a pipe bottom or something to cover the point, so he would have something when he needs it.
This is in the Indian world. This we would call him a city Indian, because he didn't check his surroundings out. He doesn't know the ins and outs, what paths to take to. If you had to do something quickly at night, you got to know where you're going. You don't want to try to figure out all that stuff in a panic or at nighttime when you can't see. You want to scout your entire area out. JR is in the house.
Hey, JR.
And Bernard says he constantly dismisses the Bigfoot scenario. Denial, I guess.
Oh, wow.
He sure does. Or he doesn't know about the Bigfoot or the hybrids. He may not even know. He may be one of the people who's been just raised in a city and not given the information.
Or are you saying that, Bernard, because you've seen him do that in other videos? Shade's in here too. Hey,
Shade Viking. All right.
And Graybeard.
Appalachian Mountain Man. A medieval mace. Yeah. He could have made one of those things and brought it with him.
Bernard says exactly, Jerry. And he says, yes, Ella. So in other videos, he's dismissed the Bigfoot as being something to worry about out here.
Oh, okay. Well, when you dismiss that, you find out like this guy. And I hope he
doesn't learn the hard way.
Yeah, ever. Because it looks like
he seems like a very nice guy.
And he's got, so even if you read those little things at the bottom, it says attacked, it's not his something. Let me just pull that up a little bit. It's not his fault. Spooky woods and camping.
We saw he had another one. We hadn't watched it yet, but he had one about something's walking around my tent.
Truth Walker says, hey all, just getting home from work.
Truth Walker.
All right, Truth Walker.
Taking the put off from the jet boil.
So he's already dismissed it.
Already going on to cooking more.
Didn't check it out. Heard something walking. Blew it off. They said, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna go ahead and start cooking.
The smell of the coffee isn't enough. He's gonna eat too.
Now he just, oh my goodness. He's just not, you know, if you hear something like that, check it out. And if you hear something like that and you don't want to check it out, pack your stuff up, take a walk, and go back to town. You're not far. It's not dark. It's time to go. Don't try to be a hero.
Boiling cup. It's got all the wind block and heat exchanger in there. And I'm gonna yeah, I think I can balance it on there like that. It should work. The reason why I'm using this is I don't want to be putting chili noodles in the jet boil. So if I bring this with me, then I can use this instead. Put some.
So he's going to continue to cook because he already dismissed it.
He's not scared enough.
He's not scared enough. He's done. He's done. Said, well, I'm not going to let it bother me. I'm going to go ahead and cook now that something snuck up on me. Since there's something here that I can't see, I'm going to cook and make it smell really good for him. Graybeard said his hi. Oh, Appalachian Band says,
why do so many people dismiss Squatch? I had to take a picture of a footprint in the snow before my wife believed me. I think it's because they're scared to admit it, even to themselves.
Shade Viking?
Shade says, yes, great show tonight. Glad I tuned in tonight. Good evening, friends. Glad to see you, Shade.
Yeah.
I forgot to say his name.
The Shade.
There you go.
And Truth Walker and Cuban Cautionary says you're right, Appalachian Mountain Man. Yep. So since there's footsteps and things behind him, it's time to cook something to make it smell really good. And these predators are always hungry.
More noisy food. You would do better to put your stuff in just less noisy wrappings.
Make it as much noise as he possibly can. About the loudest things he can think of. And all this, and the best aroma.
Chile. I love his accent.
And these some vegetables, dried out chopped vegetables.
He's also got that wound on his hand, which adds to the aroma for a predator.
He's got a fresh wound on his hand. He's cooking, building the aroma.
I think when you're in your tent, you just feel like a little bit more safer sort of thing. I know I sound like a right one, and somebody's sitting there probably shaking their head at me.
Lyrical Jazzy's in the room.
It's all right, that. when you're in this situation, you hear something a bit creepy. It can.
He said he wishes that he had brought a tent. A tent would be better than nothing, because a tent is a form of threshold.
Form of a home, a secure area.
And makes him look a little less homeless.
Yep, looks like he's on a camp. So they wouldn't be trying to move in on the first night. If you got a nice tent and you're set up with a camping chair, they're going to think you're there at least 2 days to 3 days.
So they're going to watch you real good the first day.
Yeah.
Probably the second day.
Second, and then the third day they're coming in. But with a homeless man, they know they may have 1 day, or this guy may find another place to try to hide, to try to camp. So this guy looks he's not homeless, of course, but he's giving the predators the impression that he's homeless because there's no tent. He's carrying all his belongings with him. And to them, he's talking like a crazy kind of person. He's just talking to himself.
Right. Lyrical Jazzy and Warrior Princesses, glad you're here. Appalachian Mountain Man says, hey, Jerry, maybe next time he will carry a dinner bell with, and he can ring it as well, right?
Yeah, he should.
Can just bang that pot. Yeah.
Wrap a steak around his neck, put some bacon around his ears.
JR says, get your vittles, come and get it.
Get your vittles with a big snack, a big homeless snack. Even though he's
unarmed man here.
Unarmed man. Unarmed and ready to be. Oh my goodness, this guy.
I wish I would have brought a tent now. I think when you're in your tent, you just feel like a little bit more safer sort of thing. I know I sound like a right one, and somebody's sitting there probably shaking their head at me. But it's all right, that. But when you're in this situation, you hear something a bit creepy. It can freak you out, and because you're by yourself, you know, your brain thinks crazy stuff.
What's crazy is not listening to yourself.
It doesn't think crazy stuff. It's telling you exactly what's going on. Now, he might think it's crazy that his body said, this is not a good idea. But he's forcing himself to override his natural warning signs. He's still there. He's hearing things that he can't explain. There's footprints behind him, coming up behind him.
And he still hasn't changed position. He still put his back right. He's leaving his back right at that same spot.
He still got his back.
He could have moved over closer to the clearer woods there at the top of that hill. He could have moved his camp. I mean, what's his camp? 2 pots?
Yeah.
Move out a little.
Something. But as like a homeless person, they want to find the place where they're not going to be seen, even if they make a campfire. They want to be somewhere where they can't be seen. So like a homeless person, they would maybe tuck in there. You know, they're just looking for a place to sleep. And this guy's giving that same impression. And he's also got a dark spot behind, exactly right behind him off of his left shoulder.
A bit creepy. It can freak you out because you're by yourself.
See that dark spot?
I caught a little bit of movement right there too.
That dark spot. Yep, there to us, using shadow language, that looks like a face right there.
And a little window.
And another one right there in there. If somebody would take a screenshot and look at, you would find 2 faces. There's one right there, and maybe a small one there. But that you can see almost a perfect area. Yeah. Dark zones is right behind him. And that looks like another face right there. And that looks like a small face right there. And how they stack up together. This guy doesn't know what he's looking for. He doesn't know about, either he doesn't know about the Bigfoots, or he just doesn't want to think about it, because this is a prime example of them coming up behind you and watching you. And they're patient.
He would have done better to fill up on those berries out on that bright path, and just skip the dinner altogether.
Graybeard says, ignoring invisible footsteps is what is crazy. There you go. Then your mind will
play logic on you.
Yeah, your minds will play logic on you.
So,
but right there in the back behind him,
your brain thinks crazy stuff, and you have to try to tell yourself, look, just calm down, get over it. It was just a noise. It could have been anything.
It's pretty thick right there too. That might
But yeah,
be a
I
nest.
wish I would have brought a tent. But I didn't. So there we go.
Yeah, I'd watch those dark spots if I was him.
This is the right cut for this, but it don't seem to fit.
That looks like 2 faces, 3 faces, 4 faces right there in those dark areas. If somebody wants to screenshot that and blow that up, I'm sure you would find faces in there watching
I'll
him.
do it this way.
It's also very dark back in here.
Whoa, also,
All that is dark.
look at this distortion. And a distortion right here. But this is really distorted right here. And we got to watch that spot too. But this right here, because it's on this side of the tree, comes all the way over to here. There's actually a face right there, if y'all see that.
I can see it.
And this is another, because see the distortion's in front of the tree. And this one is also in front of the tree, but you can see the tree, but it's in front of it. It kind of looks like there's something standing right here. But this is distortion right here. It looks like another face right there. Got your bow here. This is a spot to watch. This is a spot to watch. Man, this guy. He needs our book too. He needs to learn about translucent viewing because we look for things like that. We look for those areas. This guy he's sitting in the whole area and he's already heard it walk up behind him. But you can see the faces in there in that distortion. If you blow this up or if you have a bigger TV.
War Chief's in the room. Hey, War Chief. He
Hey,
says,
War
Jerry,
Chief.
you're right. I pulled in and see at least 6 faces. War Chief has got a beautiful, very good quality.
Oh, on his TV and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you can pull in right there on that face just over the bow, and then there's another one right there. But this whole area, I mean, the distortion is circled right there. It goes up here, comes back around. So there's a grouping in here.
Bernard says he is surrounded. Yeah.
And then right here, and then right there. This would be another light distortion area to watch. Wow.
Not to mention everything his back is to.
And he's still got his back to all this.
To the thickest part.
But let's watch that distortion. If you're out watching the channel, let's watch that also. Let's see what he don't see.
So it won't sit in very well with this part here. So it's like dips in there. So you need to... Oh, my handle's falling off.
He's nervous.
That's good, isn't it?
He's nervous. He's dropping
His hands
things.
are shaking a little bit.
Oh, crap. Right idea, that.
Hear a bird, find a bird. There's one bird whistling.
There we go. Yeah, if you do it like that, it fits in perfectly.
Then you change the camera view. More food smells.
That food smells good. This guy smells like this. And they think whatever you eat is what you smell like. You're eating steaks, you smell like a steak. You taste like a
So
steak.
after August, I'm really going to start chucking a lot of camping videos on the channel, at least one a week. And we are going to...
I'm trying to see if I'm gonna back it up a little bit.
And
So
even
after August,
the
I'm
drug
really gonna
addicts
start
too, and nobody
chucking
talks
a
about
lot of
this
camping
with
videos on the channel, at least one a week. And we are going to really push the camping videos for the back end of the year.
What?
nobody talks about the drug addicts, these things, and he's not one, but back there where they were getting, you know, using those cans where they were huffing. And they met a lot of drug addicts that hide out in the woods, and a lot of homeless people do have drug addictions. The Bigfoots, they're going to get high eating something that's high.
Oh yeah.
So they're going to get drug addicted too. When you hear of some of them that really go goofy on the rampages and things, that's a something people need to consider. Okay.
It sure is. Let me see something.
You looking at something?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Just gotta. This whole area is kind of dark, but we just gotta pay attention to all this.
Now, a lot of hot tent camping, a lot of standard tent camping, maybe some hammock camping, but we are going to seriously, when I said we, I'm on about myself obviously, really I'm going to start doing a lot of camping. I don't know if you're a follower to the...
I'm trying to see if that smoke will help us with that distortion.
Like the, yeah,
If it'll help us see a little bit.
outline something.
channel. If not, you know, do consider hitting that subscribe button. I did a camp a couple of weeks ago with a stranger called Bobby's name was, and he wants to come out camping more. He seemed to be an all right. I've had a good few conversations with
I'll
him
back it
now.
up in just a second. I'm just trying to see if that
Did
So-
you freeze it on something?
if that smoke will give us
An outline?
help us with the distortion. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if the smoke will.
So look, if you want to join me on some more camps, you're more than welcome. He wants to get out camping a lot, but he's not found someone decent enough to camp with. And Vegan Dan was back on the scene, you know, for camping in Scotland, yeah. So it's good company if Rob wants to come out and do some camping as well. You know, solo camping by yourself's all right, but like then I heard that noise, it freaked me out. But if there's somebody else here, you just laugh it off, wouldn't you?
No, don't.
I'll back it up again. I was trying to see if I could use that
Hold on
smoke.
a second. Let me read.
But let's listen to what these guys are saying.
Shade, hold on one second. Shade
Okay.
says, plus I think it's important to bless your camp and temporary dwelling and area right when you arrive, and maybe entertain the Holy Spirit whilst in the wilds, and wear your armor wherever you travel. Absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
War Chief says, well, I can only stay a few more minutes and then I need to check on my wife and call it a good night. Well, we're sure glad you popped in.
Yeah, we sure are.
Give her a hug for us.
Yeah, I follow to the channel. If not, you know, do consider hitting that subscribe button. I did a camp a couple of weeks ago with a stranger called Rob, his name was, and he wants to come out camping more. He seemed to be an all right lad. I've had a good few conversations with him now. So I said to him, look, if you want to join me on some more camps, you're more than welcome. He wants to
But
get
that
out
distortion
camping
right
a lot,
there.
but he's not found someone decent enough to camp with. And Vegan
And then
Dan's
this
back
one
on the
right
scene
here.
now for camping, Scotland, yeah. So this good company if Rob wants to come out and do some camping as well. You know, solo camping by yourself's all right, but like then I heard that noise, it freaked me out. But if there's somebody else here, you just laugh it off, wouldn't you?
No, we wouldn't.
You feel a little bit more safer with numbers.
That is true.
And I might be being a wimp, but I just find, you know, sometimes company, when something happens, it's always a little bit better, isn't it? Let's say. So yeah, there will be a lot of videos being pushed out from September onwards, especially tent camping, hot tent camping in back end of October, November, December. So I do look forward to that. Hot tent camping, right? Get that stove going. Get the biggest, juiciest steaks we can.
Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Get the biggest, juiciest steak. And he's talking about doing right there before first frost too, which is one of the most dangerous times.
Oh my goodness.
Get the biggest, what you said earlier,
Yeah.
hang a steak around your neck.
But ain't that steak around your neck? Everybody's
Lord, eat your steak at home.
Everybody's sending War Chief blessings for him and his wife. All right. Good job. The War Chief is saying thanks for all for the prayers. Right back at you.
Good.
Big juicy steaks. This guy. They're coming in on ramen noodles.
Right.
And this guy wants to give them a buffet.
Right before winter, when you're trying to get fattened up and stock up.
There's still a distortion right there. And this is the other one was further out, but this one right here is the one that was there's another one over there, but this one also is. Yep, big juicy steaks. This guy.
Meat necklace, it says Appalachian.
What did he say? He said every camper should watch though. Yeah, they should.
Shade says, yeah, great advice for campers. Ooh, Lordy.
Yeah, this guy's not a.
He may camp a lot, but he's
a city camper. He's a city someone who doesn't camp a lot. This is not a woodsman. I guess you would say.
He's not playing real good odds.
No, this guy just got out of the apartment or the home and went camping.
Needs a break.
Needs a break. This guy, he's the one that he's the normal person.
But we're glad that he's got somebody that may start camping with him. Because that at least will help, unless he says, like he says, that'll help him not to leave areas if he should.
Yeah, this guy's. He wouldn't be going with us for one thing.
Not twice.
And never twice. We put him in the class and say, "You take the class first, and then you'll understand." The meat necklace with the Appalachian, and Trekker Lorna says, "Never say hello. Are you there?" Whistle. This guy's doing everything wrong that we say don't do. He's doing everything. Perfect example of everything we say don't do.
Mm-hmm. Y'all take a minute and hit like too, if you would, please, so more people see our videos.
Yeah. And if you are new, subscribe. We got more things like this where we explain what people do wrong.
Yeah.
No,
we love more than telling people what they're doing
what
wrong.
you're doing wrong. But it's all to teach and to help people understand that they're doing so many wrong things out there. Then they wonder why
easy to avoid
there's
mistakes.
missing people out there.
Yeah.
Where she said he should really be feeling something in the atmosphere at this time.
Yeah, yeah.
You're right. And Graybeard is they could all, and Judy, all right.
I think he is still nervous because he keeps bringing it up.
And he keeps kind of looking over that shoulder. But there's still distortions right here. There's still things here. And this is still that other little distortion area to watch. Let's see what he does now. Ooh.
find. I was gonna have a little fire here tonight.
He's still looking over his
Just being
shoulder.
dry and everything. I don't want to cause a grass fire and stuff like that. I really don't want to be the problem for that happening. Plus, there's no around here to make like a little rock finish, to go around as a fire.
He is cooking up.
My noodles are almost done.
Right.
Sneaking the spices.
Break out them spices.
Yeah,
Do it.
I won't be camping in like a one-man tent team.
He almost poked himself with that
decent
spoon in the eye.
2 or 3 man tents. Last thing you want is winter time.
Yeah, he almost poked himself in the eye with his fork. So he's done. Appalachian Mountain Man says he would be great to take on a hunt for Sasquatch. Yeah, this guy would call them in by give him the steak, give him the bacon, and just watch what happens. I mean, it's going to come, and it's going to.
Oh boy.
It wants to taste him too. And Joyce says, I think he does feel it, and he just ignores it.
Yeah, definitely.
You can
So
see
far.
it. You can see he's nervous. You can tell.
Bernard says he is war chief. He's slow to act.
Oh, and those things get you dead.
Judy says he seems to feel something's going on around him.
He sure does. He looks around. He looks around.
Bob says, hey, Bob says city people have very little situational awareness. They laugh at my warnings. Yeah, they've got great situational awareness in the cities, but not so much in the.
Oh no,
country,
even
I
in
guess,
cities,
or in
these
the
things
woods.
are in the dumpsters
Yeah,
and the
that's
food
true.
places.
That's true. But I'm talking about they're
sewers.
looking for human predators in the cities.
Yeah.
But, well, at least I hope they are.
And they don't know about the Bigfoots because they're looking for something else. They're looking for human predators instead of translucent predators or these predators that look just like the shadows, and they'll stay right in the dark or as low to the ground as possible. And plus, they come in all different shapes and sizes. So you could have a 6-legged or an 8-legged that look like a spider, or you could have one down low that looks like a cat, and it's ready to feed too.
Appalachian says, war chief, every hair on his body should be standing straight up.
I bet they are too. Judy saying hello to Bob, and Cuban Neighbor says, Bob, hey, you're here. Oh, and Bob, we're shooting for Monday for the makeup rescheduled course. So we'll send out those links very soon.
Bernard says, Jerry and Ellie, y'all making me laugh. Thanks for that. I needed to laugh tonight. You're welcome. Thank you for sending us the video.
Oh, there's more. I thought we was done.
No, a couple more came in. War Chief says, well, I'm going, but I hope he doesn't become predator fodder. Us too.
We too. We hope not too.
Appalachian says, and a dinner bell, Jerry.
Oh yeah, this guy, he is a dinner bell.
Judy says he is ignoring it.
He
Cube
sure
says,
is.
good night, War Chief. Judy says, this is a great learning tool to further your knowledge. Yeah, we like doing it in this format.
Yeah, just to help show what they're doing wrong. What is going to get them in trouble.
Joy says, commercials make the great outdoors seem so safe. No wonder people think it's safe. Yeah.
It sure does. It makes it look like you can just go out there and do whatever you want. Nothing's out there. But these things are waiting for people like him to come out. And the more you look homeless, the more you look like no one cares about you or will come looking for you, and that you're trying to hide. Yeah. You're first on the menu.
And that's true in cities too, just for human predators.
Yeah. Even children and women and things like that in cities, if they look like they have no place to go
or they're distracted
or hungry.
Yeah.
These things look, there's human predators that will take advantage of that. Same things with these things. If you're, ringing a dinner bell, cooking out there while trying to hide, these things are coming in because they know, like, man, this guy is food.
2 for 1.
2 for 1, yeah. And War Chief is thumbs up. Prayers to all.
Good night, War Chief.
Good night, War Chief. Glad you're here. Or glad you were here.
We cooped up in a small tent. It's just long, long nights. You want a bit of room where you can sit up and move around in. But I am looking forward to hot tent camping. Especially now I've just got that new Pomoli tent.
You don't want to look homeless.
Right, I'm just chatting rubbish here. I'll see you in a bit.
Toss, wash, wow. Get all day freshness.
Okay, we're going to use this right now for
One of our illustrations for one of the books coming up.
yeah.
That's one of the ways that they'll sit when if you were in that house in the distance and looking out, it would probably look like a fat tree trunk. And then you can see a bow over there on the left. We've got 2 books going at the moment that we're getting ready to get out. Okay.
Okay, we're back. Now this guy is still cooking up. He's about to
break out the spices.
Break out the spices. And you can tell that and this is what we talk about. If you're going to use equipment out there, know how to work the equipment before you get out there. Oh, and again, there's that distortion area again.
And still that dark shadow on the right too.
And there's that dark shadow, except it looks different. Looks like it's looking over his shoulder. Maybe the eye right there, sitting, knees up, shoulder here, arm, and the face just kind of looking over the shoulder. But here is that big distortion again. It's still there. It shouldn't be, but it's still there. And there's that other one. And we got to also watch this one too. All right, let's see what. But then again, this right here should have been on here a long time ago. This is your, it's like your the grates on your stove. This holds your pot up. See, that should have already been on there.
So just balancing it on top.
And turn your propane off if you're going to be trying to put that piece on there, or you're going to end up burning your hand. And you also need, most of them you need to put on and give a little slight turn so it secures. And you can't do that with your propane flame on. I mean, I guess you could kind of, but it's kind of dangerous to do that.
Yeah, I'll show you. See how they can take on a green cast too? There's actually 2 in this photo.
Yeah.
And then I got one more real quick. I want to show the one at D's. This one looked like a foo dog. Okay.
So we got to watch that distortion. And this one.
And whatever's behind him. I wish he'd pan that camera.
And this is
around
actually,
often.
now it's turned a little bit. That's just a little different now.
It would be good if because he said he didn't want his game cam stolen, but he could still set it up while he's there at the camp and just to watch behind him, or so that he can see things too.
See, he was trying to put that thing on while the flame was on. Now he finally goes and says, let me turn this flame off before I burn myself.
Too hot.
Too hot. So he's trying to put it on with the flame on. And even if that doesn't burn you, it's going to fall.
Let's turn the gas off for a minute.
Yeah, let's turn the gas off. Let's turn the gas off. Now I'll put it in there and give it a little twist. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You need to work this stuff out at home before you get out there.
See, this is the kind of thing when my kids were younger, I would have said homeschool project, but then figure it out and then show me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to fit that.
It'll fit on there if you.
Probably reason why the fella sold it in the first place.
Oh, who needs that?
Yeah, he needs that. He needs that.
It's a noisy thing,
So here's a question for you.
but then so is he.
When do you add the spice? Let's say the flavouring. Do you do it as it's boiling, or do you pour some of the water out once it's done, add the flavour and mix it up? Because either way I do it, somebody always stays on the channel, but it's wrong.
Sure, put the vegetables in now, sir.
See, I'm looking at this. I'm trying to use the smoke as to break the distortion up, and it looks like something is sitting here with the face right here. But there's also the distortion over here also. So we gotta pay attention to that. But it looks, because with the smoke, it kind of takes that distortion out. But it looks like a face right there. And the outline of the head or whatever is down like this. Like it's just sitting there. And then like the face is right in here, the white part. I don't know if y'all can see that. Our TV is not, I mean, from the phone to the TV. But we got to watch those areas.
I ended up car camping. Someone says to me, "Oh no, you're supposed to put it in as the water's boiling," and someone said, "Mix it afterwards," like I did. So it's one of these things where which is the right and which is the wrong way.
Okay. If anybody wants to know, get your noodles, get them done. Right before they're completely done, put your carrots or whatever, those little spices in there. Turn your heat off, once they're done, add your seasoning at the end. You can drain a little bit, but don't drain too much because it's a soup.
Yes.
So you want some water in there. Add your seasoning to that.
Don't waste your water.
Let it set for about a minute. Everything will mix in well, and you can eat it.
The broth is
just in case this guy doesn't know.
Did we already talk about that, Lobo?
Oh, that's where that distortion was, right behind it. And here's also that little one that we're looking at. But right here behind this bow, here's that big distortion that's going around it. And see, here's the tree, but the distortion is going around it. Yeah, in front of it. And it goes all the way down here and comes back. And it looks like, let me take this off. This distortion is going all the way around up to here. Actually, it's like a head there. Goes up around, comes this way, comes down, and then back around. But it looks kind of like also like a leg here, distortion. But then this one here also is that one that's got the face. But you can make out faces. So we got to watch those distortions. Now, there's distortions just right there, but this guy doesn't know what he's looking for. Judy says, "Wow, I see that the whole tree line is watching." Yeah, there's multiple there. Appalachian Man says, "It's shake and bake, and he helped."
Yeah.
Yeah. So this guy doesn't know what he's looking for. He's a city guy coming out. So he's
trying to enjoy nature.
Just trying to enjoy nature because no one has taught him or nobody has told him.
Or he's ignored it if they have.
And he's ignoring every sign so far. The invisible footsteps. That should have been your first key. It's time to go.
I'd say drain some of the water out and then mix it up. I can't imagine you do it the way around, because if you pour some of the water out, or if you don't pour it out, then you've got like a, well, I'm gonna have like a
He's just talking because he's nervous now.
Soup drink afterwards, that. So how would you do it?
You don't want to be alone.
If you do it in the water, let's say, if I do it now and then I pour some of the water out, afterwards, I waste the flavouring, don't I?
Yeah, that's just
So
a
I say
big distortion right
and then
there.
put the flavouring on. Let me know which way you like to do it in comments. I don't know why I keep messing around with it.
He's on his feet quicker this time. Looks like he picks that up like a weapon
There's
almost.
that
That's
noise
scary.
again now.
We're going to back this up just a second. Make sure you hear this. But here comes those footsteps. They're getting closer. They're getting in position. It's getting nighttime. They're getting into their position.
And smelling that food again.
They're getting closer. And this happens at every campsite. They will, if you're talking, they're walking.
I don't know why I keep messing around with it.
If you're talking, they're walking.
There's that noise again now. Hello? Hello? You got me. There's nobody here. And it sounds like someone's just walking around.
Because it is.
Not someone, something.
I can angle it. Well, can you wear it?
Just
I can wear that.
Back it up just a second.
I can angle it. Well, can you wear it?
Yeah. All of that thick tree area.
It's like it's just there.
It is.
oh well, back to dinner.
Oh, this guy. Just shake it off. Shake it off, man. Shake it off. Shake it off. Let's catch up real fast.
Joyce says those predators are probably thinking it's date night. He's made them dinner, and I bet he's wearing his best cologne. That's right.
I bet he is too.
We recommend gun oil cologne.
Yeah.
Bernard says, trust he's not staying the night, LOL. Good.
He may not.
Appalachian says, Joyce, that's a good one. And his eyes says he's scared. Yep.
His
with good
eyes
reason.
do. Yeah, his eyes are big. They're kind of the pupils are going in.
Bernard says, I'll send this guy an email and ask he watch this. It may help him or scare him more. At least we let him know. Yeah, and this isn't to pick on him. He could be anybody.
Yeah, he's doing normal things.
He's
What
doing absolutely
normal
normal things.
who don't know about this.
And he seems like a real nice person. He's got to learn this. And thank you, Bernard. Cube says, I hope he packs up and leaves. He is not safe in there. Shade says, this is like watching Missing 411 live action. You're right.
You're absolutely right.
Bernard says he's not staying the entire night. Appalachian says, Shade 10-4 on that. And Judy says, good idea, Bernard.
Yeah. Let's see.
Spoiler alert, Bernard.
We hope he don't go. We actually
Well,
we hope he does
he
go.
doesn't. Or he said he doesn't stay.
Okay. Let's see what happens. Because this guy, even though he's scared, he hasn't finished dinner, has he?
No, he hadn't even put the spices in yet.
Oh, so he's still got to eat. So
He's still cooking.
he ain't
Every
going
time he starts
nowhere.
fooling around with that cooking is when it starts walking around him.
He ain't going nowhere. He's ready to eat. And if you do go camping with somebody, make sure they have common sense. If someone hears that walking around and this guy goes, hey, let's just shake it off and get something to eat, say, all right, well, I'll come check on you tomorrow. You know,
Yeah.
the guy with common sense gets up and walks out. So you want to stay here? That's fine. But I just heard footsteps and I don't see anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the second time I heard footsteps. So the next footsteps you're going to hear is mine.
We're being stalked.
We're being stalked.
And if you're a child and your parents are trying to camp, don't be afraid to say to them, I have a bad feeling we need to leave, or I want to sleep in the car. If you're a man, don't be afraid to seem like you're a wimp. You're being a protector to get them out of a safe situation.
Especially, yeah, you got your family there. You hear someone walking up or something walking up and you can't see it. It's time to go.
You don't have to prove anything to anybody.
Safety is the first thing for you and your family. Not trying to seem like
Save face or anything.
safe.
What the heck?
You know, it's better to be safe.
It's why there's thousands missing.
Thousands and thousands and thousands of missing.
I need to drink some of this now.
Now he's pouring food or the aroma of the food where he's going to sleep. Because this is his camping spot. So he's not only eating where he's sleeping, he's pouring food around and on the ground where he's going to sleep. So he just, what's this kind of luau where you put all the food in one big pot and one underground?
Yeah.
So he's just making like a luau. He's baiting them in. He's putting food down right where he's going to put his pillow or a sleeping bag, whatever he's got.
And he doesn't have that much water with him. He could be drinking that fluid.
Yeah, always drink the fluid, especially if you're out there. And starches will give you energy. And there's still that distortion.
He's nervous. See how he's looking over there at the distortion. He feels it.
Yeah. And there's that distortion too we got to watch.
Very
I
uncomfortable.
dropped my pointy stick.
You dropped your stick. Do that again. Do it again.
We got to see that again. Yeah. Here you go. Here you go. There you go. 1, 2, 3.
Oh. Tear it. Tear it. Tear it. Don't bite it open. Oh no. Oh no.
No, I'm not crying because I'm nervous and grabbing myself. I'm crying because.
But you are nervous.
This
and you
gave
should
him a reason to cry. I'm gonna say face. I'm gonna start crying. I'm gonna say it's the chili peppers. Judy says, "Oh, he's going to stay overnight. That's his plan, to camp out here as a bivouac which is either with a tarp or just on the ground, like the military, just out there without anything really.
Like a burrito.
Like a burrito. But now he's coughing, making noise, and he is crying.
Right now he can't see.
And
Oh no.
He is crying, but he said, I'm not crying
From
because
that
I'm nervous and scared.
I am
crying
nervous
because
and scared, but that's not why my eyes are watering.
That's not why I'm crying.
We're glad you.
So I'm gonna put the full packet in as well there.
Why would you do that?
I
Can't even breathe right now.
Look, you don't want to get a loose bowels out there in the woods either.
Let me back that up a second. Now in this same spot, there's those same faces, except there's 1, 2, and 3 right there. This distortion is actually right there also. And there's that same one right there. You can just see the distortion. But here you can see the faces again in the same spots. And if you was to blow that up, you would see that in this area right here. But here's also that other distortion. It goes up and around, down, and back down. But it looks like there's a line here and a line here.
When in our book, we would call it translucent viewing in the chapter on translucent viewing.
The watery haze look, or the
almost like cellophane or heat wave off a highway.
We're going to show you some pictures of some translucent is what we're talking about. Here's one that we got a photo of. Looks like a watery haze look, see-through, almost like glass. This one's hanging up in the tree sideways. Here's another one. It's up in the trees. You just have to follow those wavy lines. Look at the wavy lines.
It's a distortion. It may also look like a mist.
And that's what we're looking at right here.
Or discoloration.
A distortion, yeah. But there you can see those faces there. And also there was a distortion back here we got to watch also, but you can't see that right now. But you know, with this looking through the phone area, you can kind of see, it looks like something's sitting in the tree here. Like there's a face there.
Mm-hmm. With his coughing, he's making more noise too.
Yeah, looks like it's looking at his face. Looks like it's sideways there. This is a really dark area. And of course, these right here, these are, you can see these real easy. But you just got to know what you're looking at, and you just got to know that they're there. Look for the outlines, look for the distortion, just like this picture here. They're there if you know what you're looking for. Okay, but you can see those faces right where we said to watch. And then, of course, this one goes around the tree up to here, then back down, and right this whole section right here.
So I'm gonna put the full packet in as well there.
Now,
real uncomfortable about his left side over there.
I don't know if this is hanging by a spider web or something. I can't really tell what that is. But if you pay attention to this right here also in this whole distortion area, you can see those faces again there. But in this distortion area, if you watch this, it looks like a limb, except it's not reacting like a limb.
Colour of that. I am nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
See, it's blowing in the wind.
Doing it once is all right. But 2 times.
It's moving.
it
It's
almost
moving,
sounded
but there's
identically the same
nothing
sort
else
of
is
noise.
moving. Can y'all, and
Strip of
I don't like to talk.
there's a distortion on both sides that are moving.
If it does it one more time, then I'm moving.
If it does it one more time, I'm moving.
one more time.
One more time and I'm
You
moving.
need to have 3 warnings.
You need how many? We would have, oh my goodness.
Well,
Wouldn't-
he did real good in the beginning. He's already avoided 2 bad areas. I guess he didn't want to leave the 3rd time.
I guess he
but-
got tired of moving. Too many areas like that.
So it's safe to say that entire forest is infested.
I'm going to back it up just a little bit because you can see something on the back side of this. I mean, this is moving regardless, but there's something behind it
Face right there.
that moves. Yeah, that looks like a face looking around the tree there. Back it up just a little bit so you can see all that. See, it's moving here,
Does it one more time.
but this whole area moves.
So
Y'all see that?
And that's the area he keeps getting drawn to with his eyes.
Yeah, I'm not having that. It's 2 times now. And I don't need to look back on the footage because I know you better.
That's his left side, death side,
He's-
west side,
he's
killers. in the
looking
book.
right at it.
Like this.
We're going to back it up where all that stuff is moving. He's looking right. That's
Yeah,
where
I'm
he's
not having
looking.
that. It's 2 times now. And I don't need to look back on the footage because I know you better.
You know something's over there.
You do see people's videos on YouTube like this, and you always think, well, it's just a bit of noise. What's up with you? You're outdoors in nature.
No, we don't. We say it's time to
But I
move.
can't explain that. I hope you lot can. At least somebody.
Translucent
You know, I
viewing
already
is
said
page 111 in the book.
Translucent viewing is page 111.
And then West Side Killers is page 76. They're more likely to attack you from either behind or the west side, left side, blind side, death side.
And even in this small screen, you can see the darkness there. And we backed it up a little bit so you can see, but right there at the base of the trees. But if you go up just a little bit and watch that one piece that's moving, and you're going to see the whole distortion move.
Yeah, I'm not having that. It's 2 times now.
Watch this whole area right here.
I don't need to look back on the footage because I know you better.
And you're going to see that whole area move.
You do see people's videos on YouTube like this.
Especially when he's looking
You
this
always
way.
think, well, it's just a bit of noise. What's up with you? You're outdoors in nature. But I can't explain that. I hope you lot can.
Can I back it up just a little bit? Because not only is that limb moving now, this one also moves. This other limb that's going to the ground also moves. If you watch it.
You do see people's videos on YouTube.
So he's got his
like
back
this,
turned.
and you always think, well, it's just a bit of noise.
And this one's going to move. This line's going to move
Nature.
too. This tree limb.
But I can't explain that.
That's all moving right
I
there.
hope you lot can. At least somebody. You know, I already said.
You got to watch that area right there.
Millions of miles away from anybody. I think you've heard the lads who were playing football. I think you can hear the idiot in the background of the car. A powerful car. So I am in the middle.
There's a bow right there.
Like urban area, let's say.
A low one, but it's still a bow.
Which where that's so close and no one's around.
His eyes.
Keep going over there.
Some my noodles there.
He's not enjoying it anymore.
Because, Jesus Christ.
Watch it.
Hey, that's why you're in trouble like you are.
Call that name, but
You'll be calling
not
it
like
later.
that.
That's
Not like that.
That's why I just
Yeah.
continues looking around. Here we go. That's when I know something a bit too spicy for me.
No, he's like an eye right there and an eye right there. So that would be the whole head right here. Eye and eye. That's where that distortion area was.
Judy says just to the left of the tree above his arm, there is one with white eyes peeking around the tree.
I'm listening out for noises now.
Diesel's here now. Hey, Diesel.
Hey, Diesel.
Spicy little sheds.
Diesel says,
Sorry,
remember the work they do with the trees. Yep.
Let's see where we're at. What
Bob.
she's talking about, the eyes.
Bob says most people in Britain don't really think there are any dangerous big predators, least of all predator Bigfoot. Oh, man. Well, Rob, that we had the interview with, he sure does believe and know firsthand that there
He
are.
does. He does.
And he's doing great, by the way.
Diesel says if you get the feeling to not be there, don't be.
Absolutely.
That is the truth. He says the cloaked being wants that spicy treat.
Sure
Yeah.
does.
And they know that this guy tastes like that. And Bob says, rebuke first, ask questions later.
Mhm.
You are correct. All y'all are correct. I love this group.
I swear. Wow. These are so spicy.
Rattle it more.
Make some
Bring
more
more.
noise. Make some more noise.
Makes me see someone.
I'm watching to see if his eye opens up and blinks.
Soup.
Right
Oh, I
there.
can see.
There it goes.
That would put my mind to rest a little bit. Keep over now.
He's so
Enjoy your
uncomfortable.
noodles.
There's no graceful way to eat ramen noodles.
Sitting right there.
I know someone will say, well, you knew they were hot last time. Why haven't they again?
So yeah, they're all behind him. There's a whole tree line full of them.
Wait until nighttime.
That one right there is a possible.
Diesel, I don't know if you just got in the room, because
The
you're
other
just now
channel was
commenting,
thinking about
but
doing
he's
it.
already heard something clearly walk around his
Mhm.
camp twice.
Yeah, footsteps. You can hear it 2 times. He's been looking over his shoulders, left and right. We've been seeing a lot of distortions behind him, a lot of faces.
And the woods are much thicker behind him and on his left, camera left.
Yeah, on his right arm, that side is much thicker. Diesel says, I feel the knowledge that you have of these beings while you're out there is your protection. Plus God, of course, but they forget the unknowing ones that would bring them to their areas. Yeah. And he was at another area. If you look at this earlier, he was at another area where they had places where they hang meat, animals, and people. You could tell it was a big trap area, and these things may have just followed him over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he says they target the unknowing ones.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. And they walked up twice or made They came in closer twice already, so they're moving in on him already, and they've already did that twice where he's had to get up.
Elastic Machinery's here. Hey.
Hey, Elastic Machinery.
Says, I caught a live, plus it's a react live. Awesome. Bernard says, I had no idea this one video would have so much information in it. Wow, glad I could share it. We're glad too. Thank you. Diesel says, pushing him out slowly.
I don't know. They're actually moving in on him.
Waiting for all those people to leave, which he even knows this because he said earlier he had a feeling that when everybody left that they would act up more. So I don't know who he thinks they are, or
and that's what these predators do. They're waiting for the people to go home, the ball players to go home, the cows are up, the farmers are in their home asleep, because when these people yell, they don't want anybody outside listening. And you may hear a faint yell, but it's going to be a quick yell because predators are tactical, they're specific, and they pounce quickly. They may give you one scream. That's about all they're going to give you.
Diesel says he made it home. He posted the video. This is true, but we'll find out why.
Yeah, we'll find out why.
One of two things.
One of two things.
One where I go back to what I used to do a long time ago, and that's eating all the hottest chilies in the world.
No, I don't think you should do that.
You're not the man for that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
You can't
Don't
even
do that.
eat the hot spicy ramen noodles.
No. He may be watching this video.
Oh yeah.
We
also
recommend no.
But also his body is reacting too. His body's like going, I'm done eating. Let's go. Let's do something. Let's not stay here. Crows in the background.
And all the most sour stuff in the world. Trinidad scorpion chilies, ghost chilies and stuff like that. I'm thinking about starting that again with my brother-in-law.
That face is still there.
Videos where it goes, where to go check out the worst hotels in England. Like cheapest B&Bs in Blackpool.
I'd rather him be in a hotel.
Yeah. Pause real quick. Quick tip I saw. If you go to a hotel and you have any suspicion, or even if you don't, that there might be bed bugs, use the iron and you iron on the bed and then lift the sheet up. And I watched somebody do this. And it was so disgusting on a video, and all the bed bugs rushed to where the heat was, so he could see that there was bed bugs in that room. You're welcome.
Diesel says the guy releases his bowels in his pants and deters them. Possibly.
I just think the spicy foods in the woods is a bad idea because of the heartburn and loose bowels.
Yeah, and it will give you, it will do that to you. Cubaner says he's not a good camper. He's less than a good.
I think he was so nervous and he got that one inhale of the chili to begin with, and it's just gone downhill from then.
Yeah, he should have started. He should have brought some besides something.
He should have filled up on them berries.
And if you're out there, take some dry goods, something that's not going to cause a big scent.
Yeah.
And if you're only out there for a day, fast.
Seriously.
You don't.
Okay.
You don't have to
but
go out there.
He was talking earlier about juicy steaks, big juicy steaks.
He's talking like taking steaks out there, and no, don't do that. Eat that steak at home. Eat the steak at the restaurant. Then go out there, but make sure you know where you're going. Don't go. He don't know where he's to get this spot. He had to go and walk around and find a spot to hide in, really, basically, just like a homeless person would do. And if you're doing that, these predators are watching. They're going, where's this guy going?
And they don't have too much wood line around that area, really.
So these predators are watching him, and they're going, where's he going?
What's he got?
What's he doing out here by himself, looking for a place to hide?
It'd be a big juicy burrito tonight.
He doesn't have a tent. He's eating. He's got all his food with him, and it's not much. He's eating ramen noodles. He's not.
Yeah.
They're not seeing an expensive kind of
Right,
dinner, you know,
right. Bunch of fancy equipment. Also,
fancy equipment, tents, chairs.
a half teaspoon of baking soda in some water would knock all that burping and stuff out of him.
Oh, that's what even Diesel said. He says, how long has he been in the woods? Can't go long without eating, I guess. Yet saved his life. I don't know. That you're only out there for a few little bit. I mean, a little while. You don't need to go out there and try to cook and bring your camping equipment to cook. Especially if you're going to be out there for a night,
Yeah.
you don't need all that stuff.
Yeah,
Just eat before you go out there. You'll be all right. Or
He
take some
passed
crackers.
some beautiful blackberry dewberries on the way that were on a fairly well lit path that wish he'd have filled up on those instead.
Yeah, there's stuff out there also. But he didn't have to eat that. It can't be hungry. Well, he could be, but
Joyce says, thanks, Ella. Wish I had known that when I went to Vegas. Uh-oh.
uh-oh.
Diesel says, I'm going to take some Chipotle out there. LOL.
Chipotle. No.
Elastic Machinery says, they may think he's homeless and not missed. Easy target. Exactly.
Exactly. We were talking about that earlier. He does look like he has the characteristics of a homeless person who's going.
We're not saying hair or cleanliness, none of that.
No,
We're
no,
saying
no.
he has very little with him.
And he's going place to place looking for a hiding place to stay.
Like a homeless man.
Like a homeless person would be. Not that, he is or anything.
He looks clean cut and all that. JR says, I'm not a good cook either. Also, when I cook, I pray after I eat. Elastic Machinery says, would they know the homeless are more easily targeted? Yes.
Oh, yeah. And they wait for them. They wait for them underneath the bridges, the dumpster areas. Because they know
nobody's going to come looking for the homeless.
No. And they know that too. This guy's alone. He's only got a little bit of supplies. He doesn't look like he's got a lot of money. I mean, he may, but as far as he doesn't have a tent, he doesn't have a camping chair, he doesn't have a weapon with him.
Fancy gear and the neon clothing, they're more likely to have a search party come out after him.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, even the homeless, they'll be looking for the dumpsters, and the Bigfoot's feeding the dumpsters. And they also know the homeless go to the dumpsters. That's even a bigger meal. They'll set traps up and wait for them. And Diesel says, Elastic, I think so. They seem to know our intentions. If they can mind speak, they can read your mind in a sense too.
Well, they can sure read body language, and they, he hasn't seen a translucent yet, but he's not the first one they've seen.
Yeah, and
they know habits.
His body language, his eyes, everything, his looking around left and right. That's also building his blood, his adrenaline up.
Making him tender.
And and they want to build that adrenaline up in people before they take them.
And that fear is like a drug too.
And that blood flows faster when it's coming out through the veins because it's pumping.
These do come with some kick. Yeah, so it's one or two of them channels. Let me know which one you'd like.
Those eyes.
Heating.
If y'all look at that later, one eye and one eye, that one just squinted.
Food and stuff.
Also, if you have a feeling that something's behind you, get a piece of paper or something, but record like he is, facing backwards, and get that piece of paper and just throw it, and throw something else, and throw something else, and then come back and look for those eyes, because those eyes, when you throw something, those eyes will follow what you just threw.
Well, he's got plenty of shiny, crinkly bits of paper.
Yeah. So if you throw it and then look at the video later, you'll see those eyes shift over and then come back to him. He throws something else, they'll shift over again.
And these things can sit still for hours. That's why sometimes they're called stone people.
Yeah,
they look like tree trunks. They can sit so still.
Let me pull this one up if I got it. Now this one here on the screen here, it sat in that tree for 2.5 hours before it moved. And we got it on video. It's in the Bigfoot documentary. and you'll see the head move, and you'll see it chomping its bit. You know, it's moving its mouth, but only the eyes and the mouth area was bright enough to see. The rest was pure dark. But it sat in that tree sideways for 2.5 hours until it moved. So they have the patience, and the one that's on the ground behind him doesn't have to strain or anything up in a tree. It's just got to sit there and wait for darkness.
Elastic Machinery says adrenalized blood, adrenochrome. Exactly. Drug of choice for the so-called elite.
But that's also the way they want the blood, because it's pumping, it's got everything in it.
Yeah.
And
all
it's
that energy.
And it's flowing out for whenever they drink it. It's just going to flow out
Speed for them.
and for them to drink it.
Diesel says, I had rocks thrown at me once. Then I said, do it again. And they did. Never saw anything do it.
Yep.
We hope you never say anything like that again.
Yeah, I would have turned around and started shooting.
Checking out the world's, well, UK's worst hotels and stuff.
He needs to get our book. He needs to read our book.
Yeah.
And the documentary, so he can see these things are real. Just like that one we just showed everybody.
Especially if he's just doing this all the time.
And if he's seen our channel.
And he's got,
Wow, the noodles are
he's got
spicy.
this platform too. So with the platform comes the responsibility, because a few of the things that he said would encourage wrong behavior and get people
Sure would, to overlook it.
Into trouble.
To hear those steps and to say, oh, I'm just going to overlook it. It's just my mind. No, you heard it. You recorded it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
and
on
it could be
film.
Such a great teaching tool.
You replayed it on your film and heard it again on your film.
Yeah. With
That's
his
not your
problem,
imagination.
He could teach so many people. He seems like a good guy. He just he is not educated in it.
Okay, let's check this out. Let's see what he's doing now.
As well.
Now, I don't know if, for right now, I don't know if it's the distortion off of him, but this is a trouble area right here. Also, right here behind him. We got to pay attention to that, especially this one right here. That's a dark, distorted area.
See how it's discolored?
Even right here. Even right there. We got to look at this whole area. And he's basically surrounded. They've already moved in on him.
Sure, yeah.
I had to make another drink.
I did that just so we could get a better look at this area. But this is a dark area. This is a distortion. Be very wary about this spot right here. And this one right here. This looks like a head right there.
It does look like a head. Looks like a face.
Looking right through there and right here too. Got to be careful. Especially if you don't know what you're looking for. But oh my goodness, this one really looks bad here.
And I had to put a little bit of water in to cool it down. I wrote in the mouth thinking, you could be eating anything here, Dan. Steak, onions, peppers, and stuff, but no. You're eating these stupid spicy noodles. I've eaten them all. That took my mind off of things.
Everyone's teachable.
One side of my tongue is like burning.
If they learn, if they want to be taught how to be safe.
If you're over in UK, you will know where I got them from. You can get them off Amazon. But you also get them from Farm Foods or Home Bargains or B&M.
They're gonna do that. I don't want that.
Really Farm Food.
Yeah. They're probably like, no, dude, please don't advertise for us.
Yeah.
They're gonna be hot on the way out as well.
Look at him. That's not good advertising.
No.
They're going on the way out too.
Starting to lose light a little bit, so I will get set up soon. Whew. Not heard no more noises now. I'm just putting.
Okay, he heard no more noises now, so he's good. Even though he didn't hear
two camp stockings meant nothing.
But he didn't hear the noises go away either.
The downside could have been.
No, he just heard a second one come in. It takes position.
I've put that down to that.
And also, he points at these distortions here. And he's pointing right at these woods and saying he put it kind of behind him now.
Joyce says, glad he's done eating. He was making me nauseated watching him.
Yeah, he was.
Diesel says, yay, he ate all the soup. He gets a snack before bed then. Oh,
yeah.
no.
Oh, no.
Elastic says, wow, haha, buy our product. Hot on the way out.
On the way out. No.
Which is the other point, and that's not good camping food.
This is another face again. It's still there. That one's still there. It actually looks like another one right there is looking. This distortion area is still here, and he points at this area too. That, well, you know, the bushy part, because they're just sneaking up behind here, getting low and coming in. All
that's
sneaking
a very
in.
narrow patch of woods right there. You can see the field on the other side where the light green between the V of those trees above that one head. You can see where it gets light again is where it starts.
Thinning.
Open field, yeah.
But oh, that face is very visible there. And Bigfoots don't just look like Harry and the Hendersons. Some of them look like a serpent. Some of them look like a bird face.
Every
some of
configuration.
Them, anything you can think of. Deer faces, cougar faces. In Australia, wombat faces, kangaroo faces.
Whatever they've eaten or mated with in their generations.
Yeah. But this is just a bad area here and right here, especially. These things have already moved in on him.
Yeah, we'll be doing a beach camp with an OEX tent. So beach camping will be on in a couple of weeks. Like I said at the beginning of this video, for me it's a couple of hours ago. Oh, there we go, it's on now.
At least he got it on.
Yeah, and now he knows how to do it next time.
Now he knows how to do it. All right.
That was quick.
All right. Now cook a steak. Cook a steak. You got it. Elastic machinery. He goes, he says, wow, haha. Buy our product. Oh, he talked about that one.
Lorna says there is a lot of faces. Cube says kangaroo, dog, snake. Some of them too. Yep.
Yeah. And so don't think that a Bigfoot is supposed to look like the one you see on TV. Those are
They don't all look like Chewbacca.
Those are the Hollywood Bigfoots, and they want you to think it looks like only one thing. So when you see these different snake bird looking faces,
Bat turtle man.
That's something else. No, that is a hybrid of a Bigfoot. What it ate, it produced an offspring that look like that. Some of them will have hooves. Some of them will have claws. Some will have wings.
3 toes.
Some of them have
6
horns.
toes.
3 toes, 6 toes.
Multiple eyes.
Multiple eyes. Multiple arms.
Double rows of teeth.
2 sets of eyes in each socket. Multiple eyes in each socket. And the eyes, they work individually. So one eye could be looking up and the other eye is still looking straight at the prey.
We got that on video.
And we have that on video, actually.
It'll be a week, maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks. I need a rest. Something really.
And there is distortion in dark areas behind him. It's just hard to see.
To upload videos.
And the outline here.
And yeah, you probably guessed it. I'm
The
chatting
colours
away, setting my mind
off.
off of
Yeah.
what's happened recently. So I'm gonna go. I've look up on YouTube these noodles, and I'm gonna see other people's reactions to them. Right, so it's starting to get darker now, and
Look at the dark right there. Here. Watch these two areas.
Oh, this is that spot we was talking about. There's one right there. You can see the eyes. There's a couple there. Right in that spot we said to watch out for.
You keep watching back in here too.
Yeah, and right back here. They should have done moved up by now. That's dark.
Dark comes quick in the woods.
They've already moved in on him. Well, they were there.
They've been just watching them all day, waiting patiently.
Yeah, because we said watch this area. And there's some right in there for sure. You can see the outline of the head, shoulder area.
His back.
But there's multiple. There's another one there. Looks like a small one there. Yeah, his back is to all these. This one moved in. There's eyes. They've moved in. But there's another distortion here. This is like a head right here. And shoulders. And another one right there. Because they're bunched in. You're not going to just find one there. I mean, if you are, I would say, lucky. And what I mean by lucky is only having one there. But here's a head right here. Shoulders. But here's another head right here. Another head.
Remember, they're all different sizes.
Yeah, there's probably about 6 right in here. Looks like 1 or 2 there. Maybe even 3. It's hard to see right now. This guy's so surrounded.
to be fair, I am starting to be nervous after what happened earlier. Them noodles, you can buy them off Amazon. If I remember, I'll share a link in the description for you to go find them.
Something
I'm
just
a bit
moved.
nervous now, to be fair. I'm not going to lie about it. I'm not going to make out like I'm a big macho man, because I'm not. It happened twice. One time I could accept it. Second time, it's a bit different. I want to set up. I really do. But I don't want to bail either. I don't just want to go. Just go on.
It's taking way too long to decide.
Way too long.
You don't wait until dark and then decide to move out. If you have to,
I am.
do it.
I'm
but
being honest.
you could have made this decision hours ago.
These things are sitting right beside you, right behind you.
People eating noodles on YouTube. Some people say there's no to them. I don't know if they're having a different pack to me, but by God, they blow my mind off. My mind off, blow my head off.
Hear a bird, find a bird.
I hate that sound.
The birds are coming into the nest at night now as well.
Hear a bird, find it.
To be fair, I can't get it all made. I've listened back to it, and someone said you shouldn't have done, but I did. And it sounds like someone's walking, but it's really dry. And it's not, it is dry, but we've had a lot of rain. So it's not like the grass is that crunchy. And then I'm like I said, I'm just wondering if I'm staying here for night.
If you're wondering, it's time to go.
Well,
Hear a bird, find a bird.
Bird sound you hear is not a bird.
Well, I've got a bit of daylight left.
Gee, I can see the eyes on these things over here.
I know what'll happen. By the time it gets dark.
What's wrong with this guy? Right there?
I'm thinking, why did
He
I go
second
there?
guesses himself.
But it will lighter.
Come on, guy,
Let
get
me
out
know what
there.
you do in the comments below, please.
You don't have a lot to pack up. Just
I don't know what you'd do. Would
We
you think
go.
bugger it? I'm
We've
just
done
gonna
been
stay
gone.
I don't
We'd have
care.
been gone at that first set of footprints.
When you heard the first set of footprints. But then again, when we seen those tree breaks, when we seen those pull downs, we seen those bows, that's not where we're going to camp. We wouldn't even be in that situation. We wouldn't be in that place. And plus, we would have had our weapons with us.
Bob said there is a big green-faced one above the small black one between those trees over his left shoulder.
Oh, that may have been whenever we had it
When
on
it was
the other
lighter.
screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Truthwalker says, I saw that on another video I watched. I even saw it blink one eye and then the other. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Bernard says, he said, one time I can accept it. What?
What?
Because he said with the walking around, one time you could accept it, but 2 times? Well, apparently, so far, he can accept 2 times.
Bernard says, get out. And now he's saying, this guy is in denial.
Get out. That's right. Bernard, that reminds me of Eddie Murphy. Spiel on white people in like the movie, I can't think of the name of it right now, but when the spirit says, get out, and he said the black people will be gone. I'm gone. The white people would say, that's peculiar.
That's peculiar. Whoop, gotta go. But you can actually still see this face right here. And this is a good size one here. And you can see the shoulders of it. You can make the whole outline of it. And there's that other head we talked about, and another one.
And up above there.
But this one is very clear. And these dark outlines here, you can see the eyes every now and then when they pop in. You're surrounded, dude.
Or Bernard says denial. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Cube says second guessing. His second guess is very bad. He needed to
second guessing his second guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bernard says LOL Ella. Scott's Life says above it, top of the screen.
Above it, top of the screen.
In on his left, over here. Or above what, Scott?
Or up here. But there's one right here too. You can see the face right here.
Uh-huh.
But this one, if y'all blow this up, you're gonna see a perfect face. Oh, not a perfect
not
face.
A perfect face.
Not a perfect face.
You're gonna see an imperfect face.
And there's another one
Scott
there.
says yes. Up above there, yeah. That whole area.
Yeah.
And that's the area where the most of the walking was coming from too.
That's a good shot right there. Can't believe we stopped it that good. That's a good shot.
Picture? Oh, I can't. My phone's full.
But that's where we was looking earlier, and we said there's the face, but now you can see it really well.
You can check the minutes so we can come back and get a shot later. Okay. Somebody else screenshot it and send it to us.
Yeah, and that's at 55:22.
Truthwalker says, Jerry, that one you pointed out behind him is a walking wolf. And just another hybrid. Bernard says, a face only a mother could love.
Yeah, a beast mother. Or a beast offspring thing. Truthwalker says, blown up, you can see the ears and muzzle.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, Truthwalker.
Can you see if you can get a screenshot for us, please? Oh, Judy's already on it. She sent a photo.
Ooh, that one over there too. Ooh, looks like another one over there.
This? Oh, there too. Dang.
Yeah.
Thank you, Judy.
Good job. Is that Judy?
Yeah.
Good job, Judy.
She said, bam.
Bam, got it.
We say bam a lot too.
But we say it with a weapon. All right, here we go. This guy is you're surrounded, dude.
Joyce says, Bernard, I'm a mother and I don't love it.
Being up scares me. Or would you just go look for somewhere else to camp? Or would you just go home?
I go home.
Go home.
A long time ago.
That's my two thoughts at the moment. I'd abandon camp and just go.
Whoa, wow,
Whoa.
Truth Walker.
Good job. Let me say something really quick. Look at that one.
Thank you. Yeah, we got a little TV and not real good
That's what I was looking at.
pixelation. Wow.
Good job.
Thank you. And Sebastian, let's see. Oh, let's see. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Oh wow. We're looking at some of these photos everyone's sending. Y'all are taking some great photos. Good job, everybody.
Thank you.
And this guy needs to go back and look at all this. These things are all around him.
And hopefully he
I'll find somewhere
accepts
else
what he
out
sees.
from this woodland.
Mm-hmm. Still got one looking between a tree right there. Still looking through a tree.
It's a lot going on right
Yeah,
now.
there's movement, distortion.
Let me know in the comments below, please, what you do.
You go.
You see that eye just light
And
up?
if you agree, it's a bit nerve-wracking because
You
I know
go.
you could hear it. Give the video a thumbs up, please.
Here you
Just let me
go.
know. I'm not really being a wimp with that.
I'll give you a thumbs up if you leave.
Right, so this is my equipment. What I'm going to use.
So he
just
says
gonna
I'm going to set up
and get on
camp.
at night.
What the heck?
Yeah, I'm nervous and
What the
scared, hearing things around me.
Sleeping bag. I don't need anything.
I think I'll get
thick tonight.
ready
It's not cold at all.
to
And then
spend
my
the
trusty
night.
puller. One of the best things I brought for camping. That.
Well, put a camouflage cover on it. So he said, what would you do? And the people in his chat
Everybody's
probably
saying-
said, stay, stay.
You got there, it's still there, still distortion there.
He said, okay, but 3 times I'm leaving. I'm out.
And these are sharpened. Hear that weird bird? I don't know what birds they got there. But hear a bird, find a bird.
Good.
Bird,
He covered up
find a
all those
bird.
bright colors. All that glow in the dark tape.
But he's still got all these things behind him.
Just so I can have a little bit of light.
And this is where that one distortion was.
And setting the baby bag up, and I notice it's pretty not crystal clear. The last thing I really want to do is having a light going anywhere.
Yeah, Cube sent one too.
But we are getting less and less light now.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you, Cube.
Good
Not
job,
no,
everybody.
no else now. So I'm pretty relaxed.
He's pretty relaxed
I'm
now.
just going to shut it off and get on with night.
All right. Have a good night, man.
Yeah.
We're on the edge of our seat, sir.
Yeah. We're screaming at you, sir.
Plus, I don't really see a lot of dead fallen wood anyway, to be fair. I'm not cutting out down just for a fire. It's good to be out there, people. If you're not one of the people who does this and you want to do it, be that person. Get up, get outdoors and get camping. Just be that person that does it. I said it a lot on this channel, and a lot of people have started camping from me saying that.
Good. Then you can teach them.
Now tell them,
Tell them
no.
how to do it safely.
Now tell them no. It's not safe.
But I'm over it if I stop thinking.
Tell them when to
Don't let
leave.
things like this put you off. You know, you see other things on YouTube as well. Try not to let things put you off. Go with a friend or a family member. You know, it's just somebody with you. I'd be a lot calmer. Well, I would have been earlier if there's somebody with me. I said that already. You just
He's
can't
still
let
nervous.
some things get to you. I say that, but if you started doing it again, I'd be convinced, and I'd probably go.
Okay, 3 times. 3
Again?
times is it. 3 times is it.
Again?
I just didn't like it. That's what it was.
Again?
The unknown, let's say. But yeah, get out and be that person. Take a friend with you. Get out camping.
Take
Just
7
be responsible,
times.
take your stuff with you. don't have no crazy fires setting fire to things.
And a cooler full of
Be
steaks.
respectable.
With bacon around your ears.
Respectful. Can't wait to go beach camp though. Right, so that'll be on in a week or two, maybe 2 weeks, something like that. Keep eating the noodles, you know. Whew. Right, I'll bring you back in a bit.
First of all, those eyes are crazy right now. Those eyes are bigger than the moon right now. It's time.
Daylight rapidly disappearing, sir.
It's getting dark, and you already said. Oh my goodness!
I've just heard the noise again, but not as much.
Oh, okay. As long as it was just a little and a little bit
Not as
creepier.
much. Not
Just
as
a little
much.
creepier, just a little stealthier makes it better.
He's even got more distortion behind him. I don't know what this guy's doing.
Trying to be brave because probably the people on his
He's Rambo.
chat are telling him, stay there.
Oh my God. Those people don't listen to people.
They don't
on
care.
your
They
chat.
got nothing to lose. They'll move on to another channel next week.
And they sure don't mind watching somebody get torn
They
apart.
don't. Some of them weirdos would love it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to turn the camera on, okay?
He's scared.
It was just like a quick.
Getting into place.
Getting in position.
I don't like it in here. Everything's just telling me no, honestly.
Something like
I'm actually breaking wind. I'm quite scared, people. I'm not going to pretend I'm not. I am quite scared right now. If it's a human, they come up and laugh at me. Scaring the hell out of me, but I don't think I can sleep here. This is going to be a long night if I'm nervous like this and scared now.
There you go.
Left shoulder.
Left side.
So why do you linger?
Why are you still there?
His
Why?
reaction time
It's
is
not like
quicker
it
though.
was. It's like, and then it stops.
Getting your blood pumping again.
Getting closer to you.
I am absolutely.
Waiting for you to lay
myself
down.
right now.
Wait for you to lay down.
Start snoring.
Now all the people is
I'm gonna talk
left.
to you guys,
Yeah.
it's sort of like it helps me a little bit.
Except it's got a light shining on you and you're talking.
I'm going to be honest. I can't stay here now. I want to be a wimp. I don't care if people call me a wimp in the comments, but I can't stay here. I'm too unsettled. I'm nervous. I've done camping like this a load of times. I think I'm going to go find somewhere else to get this bivvy set up. But I'm leaving this spot.
So he laid down after
Only
all that.
only the military planes are flying over you right now. We would have left. We would, if you would have heard those. We would have checked it out. We would have found out. We would have either shot in those woods, and if nothing else moved, it was time to go.
Truthwalker says, thanks, Jerry, for teaching me how to take a screenshot. Scott's Life says, go sleep in the swamp. They said it'll be fun. They said.
Where's that one at?
Joyce says,
Oh, here we are.
he will look like a burrito in there. Yep.
Yeah, sack lunch.
Judy says, when he sees what he had been looking towards and feeling at the time, he will be shot. Yep.
Yeah.
Cube says he keeps looking to his left, far out. Just leave, man.
Yeah, just leave.
Bernard says, Cube, he's on needles and pins. I would have been gone from the start.
Yeah, me too.
Elastic Machinery says, now he's blinding himself with that light. Night vision ruined in this situation. Yep.
Sure is.
Cube says, me too, I'm allergic to Bigfoot. Bernard says, LOL, Jerry, bug eyes.
Bug eyes, big ones.
Scott says, or saying greetings. Bernard says he doesn't chat, it's recorded. So doesn't even have anybody pressuring him, and he still laid down after talking about how scared he was.
He's still there.
Bernard says, LOL, breaking wind.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot, in this case also, again, sir, please don't advertise our food for us.
Yeah.
But people also do that when they get scared. Some people do.
Yeah.
Joyce says, run, Forrest, run.
Yeah, it's time to go.
Scott says he's going to be eaten. Bernard says would have never stopped there.
No.
JR says he has a pillow for a weapon. Pillow fight.
Pillow fight.
Bob says he needs to learn to follow his instincts before it's too late. He is visibly frightened. Yeah, he's wasted hours. He knew to go. He made good decisions in the beginning of this. He left 2 bad spots.
And found another bad spot.
And he didn't hear things walking around him in those. It was just the feeling.
Yeah.
Now he's got feeling and what he heard.
Oh my God, this guy. Go, dude. It's time to go. It's past time. He heard it 3 times and he still laid back down.
Yeah, still laid back down.
After the first time, he said, well, I hear that again. Well, if I hear it one more time.
I mean it. I'm leaving.
If I hear it one more time.
Stop.
You've heard it.
Stop again.
You've heard it 3 times and you still laid down and wrapped yourself up. So basically you just tied yourself up. You just tied yourself up. Oh my goodness.
Like now.
Like now.
He's back out of the bag.
Out of the bag.
My stuff away. And already I'm regretting it. I'm regretting packing away.
He just can't make up his mind.
He said, I regret packing away. He's still packing.
Me to stop being stupid. It's an animal.
What do you got to lose? Big deal. So what? You go.
Yeah.
Didn't sound like that earlier. And it keeps doing it.
He's breathing heavy.
I'm not just working myself up.
Pillow fight.
You should heard it for yourself. Somebody's going to jump to video now and come right to this point and say it were nothing. Listen back. Listen back to the sounds early on in the video.
Hours ago.
Hours ago.
And if you believe there's not going on, explain the noises to me. Seriously. Explain that rustle noise like someone's walking right past me.
Hey, we're with you. You don't have to make
we've
excuses to us. We're
I can't explain.
We wouldn't even have that video.
That's why I need to move. If I don't move,
just your risk of hurting yourself is much worse leaving at night.
And I'm up all night.
On your crinkly paper.
Make noise. There you go.
Ruined the night, Anna.
Sweating. I hate seeing people.
I am so
scared.
nervous.
Yeah.
Right now. And I'm not going to pretend about it. I'm not going to bid myself up. I'm 40 odd years old in a couple of days.
I want to live to see the next
I
birthday.
want to have my birthday.
Call it Scott.
He's like, screw all y'all, I'm out.
Good decision.
Make sure I forgot about.
Good for
Right.
you.
If I put my torch away,
Why?
I've only got the light on the top of the phone.
You're blinding yourself. You can't even see where you're going.
You need the torch, not the phone light.
I need to find my way down from
You
here.
don't need the light hitting you right in the eyes.
GoPro. I could use my phone as a light as well.
Well, you
I'll
kind of
just
want
ram
to keep that
everything
battery.
in the bag at once.
Is that a bow he
so
just went in?
scary. Right, I can't see where I'm going, so I'll bring you back in a minute.
Can't see
Can't
where
see
you're
where I'm
going. You got the light right in your eyes, walking in the dark. Scott Slav says, Sorry, everyone could have told him his plan was a dumb one. And Diesel says, no one needs to see his face. That's right. You need to see the ground. You need to see where you're going.
Yeah.
Cuban there said, happy he's leaving. Better late than not at all.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, because sometimes those people just come up missing. And Scott said, what could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? What could go wrong?
So it is no surprise that some of his other titles say things like something was walking around my tent.
Something ate my foot.
Something. Oh, yeah, you know, and that was another thing. The thing that grabbed something touched his foot. He didn't say he stepped on something funny. He said that felt funny on my foot.
While walking underneath a meat hook.
Well, we'll pause that real quick and we'll move back over here. Or are we done? We're
No,
closing
let's
out?
watch him because he is moving out, but he's still
done.
got a couple things to say.
Oh, okay.
And he says, Diesel says, that spice really blocks your natural instincts. Not a good selling angle. Scott Slav said, blocks your common sense. Yeah. Scott Slav says,
it makes you feel it's like liquid courage. It was powdered courage.
Powdered courage. That chili got you going. Scott Slav says, I bet he never goes into the woods again.
Oh no, he's got a bunch of videos, I guess. We
don't know if that's after, do we? Or was that before?
Bernard can answer that.
Okay. They may have, we've seen a couple, we're not sure if it was before or after this one. But this is a good one for him.
Good for learning. Yeah.
And if
and
he's
really,
already,
if he watches this, we're not insulting you, but we're telling you exactly what we would tell ourselves and our team and our family.
Yeah, we would say, get out of there.
You made the right call to leave. You just should have done it 4 hours ago.
Yeah, 4 hours ago.
You know, I say it, don't be that person, but only be that person when it's safe, you're relaxed and you're happy. I don't know what's in that woodland. I don't know what was going on earlier or the noise that I heard, what made me pack up. I'm not going to reset up camp. I'm just going to head off home.
Good.
I'm too nervous. I don't care what people want to put. People call me a wimp, call me what they want.
We call you smart
people
now.
Probably leave the channel. It's up to them. But it's me in this situation. It was me that felt the nerves. It was me that
you who's going to get eaten. That's correct.
It was me that felt scared.
Yeah.
Body's natural warning signs.
It's 10 o'clock at night.
He's still looking around his shoulders.
It's time to get home easily enough.
You're feeling pain.
Yeah, well, me up there, me feeling the scaredness. Some people are gonna say a lot of stuff.
Don't matter.
That's just the way it goes.
It don't matter what they say. You're home safe.
But I'm still uploading this video to show people sometimes things do happen, and this happens. And I know full well you lot heard that sound as well, twice at least. Hopefully I'll see you next time once I've had a couple of weeks break from this. Thanks for watching this pointless video.
Good call.
And we're going to reverse this.
We should have our pretty background.
Yeah, we'll go over there.
Let me go to the restroom real quick.
Don't eat rice.
Okay, give us just a second. We're going to be right back in just a moment. We're going to get back to where we were as far as our opening thing. So actually, if y'all want, take a 5-minute break and we'll be right back also. But the channel will still be on. But give us 5 minutes. So get something to drink and we'll be right back with conclusions and the ending talks.
Oh, wrong way.
I'll change it real fast. Okay. Okay, so you just seen exactly what we just seen. And it was not to knock that person, but it's a great teaching tool.
Mhm.
Seeing what people do wrong. He could have been anybody that, well, most people don't know about the predator Bigfoots. They don't know what to listen for, hear a bird, find a bird, shadow language, translucent viewing. Knowing that you're hearing these things, and even now, if he had a family out there, he would have jeopardized his entire family for staying that long. He almost jeopardized his own life by doing exactly what he was doing.
He would have had a lot more to pack up if he'd had more people.
Yeah. And so we're going to do some last minute comments, and then we're going to close it down for the night. But we want to thank everybody for being here. And everyone here knew what was going on.
Yeah.
And we love that about this channel and the people who's been with us for a while. You know what to look for, what to listen for, that your body's natural warning signs. And if you get those signs, it's time to go. It's not about being macho. It's not about anything like that. It's
Nothing
about
to prove.
It's about being safe while you're out there and keeping your family safe.
Making it to your birthday in a few days, like
And
he wanted to do.
And if you're a child and if you get to watch this, and you have that feeling out there, or if you're the wife or even the husband, you have those feelings like that, and you don't feel safe, you tell your dad or your mom, I don't feel safe, I want to go home now.
I have a bad feeling. Most people understand that when you say, I have a bad feeling. You know?
Always better be safe and laugh about it later.
Yeah, yeah. What's the big deal if you go home early?
And who wouldn't want to sleep in their own bed anyway?
Yeah, right. You'll be glad when you get there.
But
we'll start with elastic machinery. The guy seasoned himself.
Well, here's Scott's laughing, saying, or Bernard was telling him that this guy is just his hobby, and Scott says doing stupid things and filming it is his hobby? Question mark.
He's just not been educated.
Yeah, Bernard says this was the only video with paranormal stuff. I don't see it as being paranormal.
No, that was translucent.
Translucent viewing and shadow language. We could see them in the screen on the video, plus hearing the footsteps is not a natural paranormal kind of thing. But
not that those things don't run with these things, but there was plenty of visible stuff too. Just he has to learn how to see it.
Yeah, and if he has our book, which where is our book? Oh, so if he does get to ever watch this video, it's on Amazon. The Predator Bigfoot and the Spiritual Warrior's Path. It will teach you what to look for, what to listen for. Learn all this stuff before you go camping. Learn your equipment before you go camping. Learn how to change your tire. Everybody, not just dad, not just mom. Teach a child how to change that tire, because you never know, but you want your
Something
entire family prepared. Exactly. If something happened and the dad or the mom could still steer, but there's a flat tire, that child could still help out while mom's there with the gun watching. And Joyce says, Bernard, he needs to take up knitting.
Hey, those knitting needles, if he had them along,
yeah,
he could have put them on the end of a stick, and he'd at least had a spear.
Used them too, yeah. Elastic machinery.
Says this guy seasoned himself, spotlighted himself, and flash blinded himself. The predators think he's trolling them.
Yeah, yeah.
But he did exactly those things. You're right.
And he he gave the impression that he was homeless, as I mean, as far as a homeless person would have done, going from place to place, looking for the best place to not be seen, and trying to, get in that place to get some sleep and stuff, and maybe get something to eat. And he wasn't pulling out expensive things, and just like a homeless person would do. Ramen noodles is a low cost food that anyone could afford. So,
and that they've smelled before.
Diesel said his toilet should be nervous. He's on his way home.
Well, I think it's safe to say they won't be sponsoring his show.
Yeah.
Cube says very foolish man, or
Very
at least,
foolish.
yeah. I mean, just to second guess, second, third, fourth,
Second,
fifth, sixth,
third,
seventh,
fourth,
eighth,
fifth.
ninth, 10th, guess himself. Yeah, he
Don't do
made
that.
good calls at first. He just got tired of moving or something, and he made a good call at the end. It was just that gut wrenching. The time in between, he could have avoided all that stress to his body, and
Yeah, once he heard those steps and couldn't pinpoint them, it's time to go.
It's okay.
Especially if you don't have a weapon or any protection like that, it's time to go.
Yeah.
Don't try to wait to see if it happens again. And don't try to wait to happen, see if it happens again and again and again and again. It's already happened once, and that's enough. And once is enough.
Bernard says, see, I need the book too to get my terms right.
Bernard says, thanks, Jerry and Ella. Excellent show. We'll be sharing it out on my Facebook. Thank you, Bernard, and thank you for giving us a stream so that we could look at this. And when we did look at it, we was like, what is this guy doing? And I hope he's not telling other people to go do the same thing, which he did for a little bit.
But his ending advice was very good.
And he turned around and said, you know what, scratch all that, let's get out of here. He said, don't do what I say, do what I'm doing right now, and that's leaving. Judy's got the thumbs up and the hearts, and JR says,
I'm eating turkey and taters right now, not spicy top ramen, and in the comfort and safety of my living room, no invisible footsteps stalking around, right?
That's right.
And really, sir, don't do the whole hot pepper thing. If you do watch this should be terrible for your body.
Yeah, it sure is. Those ghost peppers are really awful for you.
Judy Wheeler says, we too often second guess ourselves unless we get a visual. We tend to ignore our sixth sense.
A lot of people do. Not all of us, but a lot of people do, because we get that first warning, and that warning is a sound, a smell, a feeling. That's enough for us.
Yeah.
And Bernard says, I hope you get to take the course. Oh, Joyce too, Bernard. I hope you get to take the course. It's great. It is, and
thank you, Joyce.
It will teach you all this stuff, and that guy actually needs to take the course, actually.
Scott's Life says he did have the Union Jack pillow, striking fear in all cryptids.
Striking fear with that pillow. That's and somebody was talking about having a pillow fight. That may have brought him down, but I don't think it would.
Well, we don't. A lot of people will tell you to wear the brightest, boldest things out there, but
that's the biggest,
we'd rather
brightest
blend in
target.
than stand out.
Yeah, we
don't go intending to get lost.
No.
You know.
We don't. We know where we're going.
Yeah. Judy says that is where the knowledge and teaching are so important. Yeah.
You're right.
And people don't know until they do,
Oh my goodness.
And hopefully if he sees this, he'll be receptive to learning it. So he's never in that, or he leaves a lot quicker, because he's camping. He's going to be in similar situations.
He's already been in certain situations.
Yeah. I don't know if those were before or after, but hopefully he will just move quickly.
Yeah. So this is what you don't want to do when you're out there. You also, like we talk about, get out there and do a quick scout. Look for those tree breaks. Look for those blinds. Look for bowed trees, or trees that are pulled down, or around the corners. You look for those ambush areas on whenever there's a corner, wherever there's a curve. Look for that.
Like that first path that he turned back from, that was a good move. He turned back because that was an ambush area. Scott's Life says, lead tracker E, did you find your clear glasses? No, but I am happy to say that my prescription is much less than it was before, so my eyes are being healed.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I haven't found that kind yet. I think I got to go to a Walmart to find them. Judy says that is. Oh wait, where am I? Bernard says, I will, Joyce, going through some tough times financially, hopefully next year. And it's coming soon. Hopefully everybody has a better year financially.
Yeah,
next year.
We'd like to see everybody, especially everybody who's with this channel, in that course.
Yeah.
It's something to just watch the videos and watch what we're doing and everything, but in the course we go and do a whole bunch of different things. So extra. I mean, we teach hieroglyphs. We do your own. There's just so much in there: mapping, tracking, weapons, ancient history. We go into the Bible. There's just so much more that's in that course that we don't. Here we show you the results.
Yeah.
But in the course, we show you
the background,
more of the background of where
history.
everything comes from, so that you see those results, but you know where those results come from before they're presented to somewhere. Like everyone who's been in the course or trackers now, they know the background, so they know what is happening now, and they know that it's not a mythical thing. They know where these things come from. They know the DNA, go through DNA, everything. So
we don't want to be tricked.
Yeah, you won't be tricked if you take our course. Everyone here who watches now, you're just seeing that kind of not the end results, but like the trackers here and the people in the candidate course, they're giving you the answers and it just flows out. It's not, we're not guessing here. We're not giving opinions. We're not saying maybes, it could be, I think, it should be, I heard. We know exactly what we're talking about, and the trackers and the candidates. That's why they're giving you the answers. To us, it's a common knowledge now. And that's why we can just talk like this, because we don't have people going, what about this? Or what's this? Or everyone who's been with us knows these answers already. So, and
we sure appreciate you.
We do, because just knowing that you have the answers now, that keeps you safe. That's what we want.
You're teaching people.
And teaching, and you're helping people in your own areas, and you're teaching your own families. That's what it's about, so that we all stay safe out there, and we're all together, because we all have the same understanding, same knowledge.
Appellation says, ladies and gentlemen, I had a fun time tonight. Hope we can do it again soon. We do too. We love this format.
We do too, and people
it's great. It's working out great for us too. My phone's going.
Sending us some information that we can use and to share to people. Like, hey, look at this. These people are doing this wrong, and we look at it like, yeah, we need to talk about this. We need to show
little corrections. It can make a big difference.
Keep them safe out there. Yeah. And anyone who watches their channels will
also I cringe at the things I used to do because I had been taught wrong.
And there's a lot of people out there teaching wrong.
Scott says, awesome. Thank you, Lord. Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Lord. Joyce says, I will keep you in prayers, Bernard. God is able to supply.
Yes, and pray for health for Bernard also.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joyce.
Mary's Cheetah says, pleasant dreams, everybody.
You too, or no dreams at all.
Or no dreams at all. We try not to dream. Pull yourself out of
good rest though.
But good rest, and you'll see, no dreaming. You have plenty of rest.
Yeah.
Scott Slop says, hi, Mary, and good night to you. Well, I think that's it.
Okay. We enjoyed it.
Yeah, thank y'all for being here with us. It's all a training. It's all a teaching tool, and we can all share the learnings with other people. Even if we share this with someone else who may be going camping, so just share the video with someone that may not know the information or may not know what to look for. Let them know about the book, where they can get it.
Also in Spanish.
Also in the Spanish version now. So it's just about keeping everybody safe out there by identifying what could be a problem. And once those problems arise, we know what to do. And if it's just getting out there and going home, or, that's okay too. At least you went home and you're safe.
Yeah,
It's
no
okay.
problem with that.
Don't
It's what
force
you should
yourself.
do.
Yeah. Don't force yourself to stay in a dangerous
That's
situation.
wisdom, not cowardice.
Yeah, it is wisdom.
Next,
Uh,
we don't know.
but Monday,
kind of a spur.
we're going to try to be using that for the makeup rescheduled tracker training candidate course warriors. So Monday, we're looking at Monday at 7. And also this Thursday, we're going to take off from the candidate course. We're going to give y'all, we was going to graduate everyone a week before, because everyone's already got pretty much everything except for these last things that we have to go over. So everyone's looking good, and we know you're going to graduate. Just finish it, stay with it to the end. So we was talking about graduating everybody a week before. So if we take off the Thursday, this coming Thursday, we'll still be on course for the 21st. So
yeah.
So we're going to take off that Thursday so everybody can enjoy the Thanksgiving time and time with their families. And we'll pick it up again the following Thursday. But Monday, we're going to have the rescheduled candidate course study. You're not going to want to miss that one. There's a lot more detailed information. And this is to make sure you know not just where we're going, but how to get back home every time safe with, I'm not saying blindfolded, but wherever you're out there, you'll know exactly how to get home, no matter where you're at. So
thank you to everybody for keeping the chat great. It was great.
It sure was. And sharing the knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
We had a great time, and there's things that we joke about and everything, but serious stuff.
And we're glad he got home okay.
Yeah, and we're glad that you, the viewers, and the people in the chat, even just what you was writing and typing in, is helping other people. Your information and your sharing of information also is helping other people. And
thank you for getting us those screenshots.
Yeah, and just keeping each other safe, and this is kind of like worrying about somebody else, but it's a way to teach a whole group. Not just the people here, but the people who'll view later.
Yeah.
And if people share this with someone who may be going camping, and so if you hear things like this, or if you look at these shadows, or get the book, so you'll know exactly what we're talking about.
Check out your area real good. Don't pitch your tent under a bow.
Yeah. So you'll know what to look for, especially, or just have people come look at the channel. They don't have to be here for the lives if they don't want to, but tell them to go check out a couple videos, see what's going on.
If you didn't already click like, please do that, because the more people that do it, the more the chances of us one day hitting that algorithm where our channel starts getting pushed.
Yeah, we're more
shadow. We're putting out good information, and people need
correct
to see important information.
Yeah.
So help us get it out there.
Okay.
All right, we'll say a prayer. Thank you, Lord, just for this wonderful group of people. Thank you for this stream. Thank you for getting that man home safely. We love you, Lord. Just thank you for it all. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. So everyone have a good night. And
I love this kind of format. I think it's fun.
It is. Where everyone gets to participate and talk and help each other out with all the correct information. Yeah. And
we'll be doing more.
And if you got some videos like this that you see out there that people just may need more correction or things that they need to look at, let us know. And if we see that they do, then we can help out by doing this.
Yeah.
All right. So
and it's entertaining. At the same time, it's educational.
Yeah. And we can still have a good time and still everyone be taught how to do things safe.
And so also check your alert bells, because we may spur of the moment and decide to do another one.
Yeah.
We don't
sure.
have a set schedule other than we know on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
have a
All
good
right.
night.
Good night, Warriors. We'll see y'all again very soon.
The effect's not quite the same on film. So we're on our way in a snowstorm to go try to find someone that's lost in the woods. You'll say a prayer.